Super awkward FUN-CAST. You're listening to the Super Awkward FUN-CAST. Yeah. So yeah, like this is the beginning of the show. We're starting with a cough, so that's nice and
super awkward.
This is the 27th episode of this show
That's how old you are.
Running for, I wish, running for like 6 years off and on, like because we did like a few episodes per year. But now we're doing it a lot more, and so you people should tune in.
Yeah, who do you mean you people?
All the people. We
All
don't discriminate here.
There you go.
Anyway, let me introduce my my guest today, who's been on quite some time now. Steven Robles is back.
What's up?
Say hey to the peeps.
Hey, peeps.
He found something to play with on my desk, as always. And then we got a special guest, and he's also going to be our musical guest today.
Is this the first musical guest?
Yes.
On the podcast? Okay.
It's very exciting. This is Daniel
Hello.
Rosales.
Hello. I'm very honored to be part of this podcast. Look forward to the musical presentation later.
Yes. But first we're going to get to know you guys. We're
Yes.
going to all get to know each other a little bit more. So tell us how long you've been in LA for.
So I'm fairly new to LA. I've been here about a year. So I just moved from Oregon. I was living in Oregon for a couple of years.
We're in Oregon where you live.
And Portland area.
The best part.
The best part. The only part I know. No, I'm kidding. No, there's some cool cities in Portland, like Eugene. They have the University of Oregon there.
What's Eugene named after?
I have no idea.
Eugene Levy. That's Eugene Levy.
Who's
Google
nominated for an Emmy. That's a good transition because he's
beautiful.
nominated for an
There you
Emmy
go.
this year for Schitt's Creek.
Yeah, my aunt is from Brookings.
Oh, really? From Oregon, then?
Okay,
Oh,
we're
wow.
going back
Okay.
to that.
Yeah, but I grew up in Texas, though, so I was born in LA, actually. Then at 7 years old, I moved down to Texas, so I actually grew up in Texas.
Where'd you live in Texas?
Corpus Christi, Texas.
Okay, so
I guess
on
heard
the
that place.
The
beach.
best
Beach
part.
area.
The best part. South Texas. Yeah, so we have that Bay Area. We have the Gulf of Mexico, warm waters, as opposed to colder waters, California and Oregon. So
Crazy weather down there, too.
yeah, some hurricane seasons coming.
A little bit.
Yeah,
Definitely lived through those, survived. But yeah,
might be a cataclysm for all of us if we're lucky.
I don't know what that means. Sometimes it'll happen, Dan. Just so you know, sometimes I'll say something and you have no idea what it means.
It means something, though.
It
There's
means
something
something.
going,
There's
but we haven't figured it out yet.
No.
It's like finding an ancient hieroglyph, like in Egypt. And you find this and you're like, what does that mean? It's a bird with an eagle head. And
A cataclysmic event, like a big event that wipes a lot of us
I know
out.
what a cataclysm is.
Yeah,
I just don't understand.
but we're
Like
due
apocalyptic,
for
maybe?
one. We're due for
Oh,
one.
I see what you're saying. She
Not
said like Armageddon.
apocalyptic,
Oh, no.
but like, Armageddon out of here when it happens. But
Well, if it's cataclysmic, you can't go anywhere. It's going to get you.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
That's what you're talking about. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to die. I'm just going to roll over.
No, I'm not gonna do that. That was really awkward.
So what brought you out to LA?
Yeah, so my sister was living out here for a while. I was looking for a new place. I was looking for something that had the arts, had the music, entertainment, had the that's something special in the air, and possibly
Pollution.
in the water.
And when you couldn't find that place,
Yeah, when all else failed,
then you're like, oh
Move
wait,
to
LA. That's not
I settled on L.A. No.
LA.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's the weather, There's that too.
There's the weather.
There's the birthplace. I was born here. There's like some kind of identity with it.
Where were you from at when you lived out here before?
I was born in Cedars-Sinai Hospital.
Oh, wow.
Close by. My parents lived in I think East Side, so East LA. They lived there. They actually lived through that crazy phase. There was a really famous serial killer named Night Stalker.
Yeah.
Oh,
Richard,
yeah.
Richard Ramirez. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
he
they
started
lived
out
through
back
that.
in where I lived.
Yeah, it
Shit.
was crazy. Yeah, during I think it's the late '80s or something. Yeah, they had to close their windows, and it was freaking hot. Air conditioning wasn't a thing back then as much. So
That was a big deal. That was a big deal. We went through that too back home.
Great deal.
Because he was actually incarcerated there for a long time where I'm from.
Wow.
In a state hospital there. And he was operating out there, Riverside County, San Bernardino County, in LA. And everybody was terrified because you're trying to figure out, like, what's his target? What's his target?
Yeah,
Like,
what's
it's a
this
yellow
whole-
house with the blue something. And it's like, what? And I just thought it was crazy. I saw him on TV with the thing and doing his devil signs and stuff.
It's
and I was
insane.
like-
So you're living around this area during that time?
I live in the valley now, in the studio
okay.
city, but I'm from San Bernardino.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's crazy stuff. So that was my picture of LA back in the day. I was like, damn,
Murderers.
damn, I'm gonna go back there. I'm gonna have to deal with serial killers and
Yeah.
all this other shit. You know.
Well, that's the good thing about LA. I think that serial killers and terrorists, they love LA. Like they love it. Like,
That's scary. I think a lot of people love it, right?
well, you
that's the
think
thing.
like people are like, oh, LA
All
and the
kinds of
terrorists are
people.
going to do this or that. I'm like, the terrorists love LA.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
They love it. The Muslim guys love coming here because they can do anything they want and no one says anything. They can party down the strip clubs.
we're
They can
getting
spend
at
their
it.
money, right? And
That crime, huh?
They can, well, not crime. They can just enjoy
Freedom.
themselves. And no one's going to say anything. So they don't. That's why you don't ever really see any kind of terrorist activity out here. I think because they love LA. It has everything
Makes
they want.
sense.
It's the climate closest to where they're from, and they have all this cool stuff plus a beach and hot chicks and
Who doesn't like hot chicks?
probably gay dudes.
Yeah.
And
Other
And-
hot chicks maybe.
and dogs, maybe.
Yeah. It's definitely,
Dogs love hot
It's definitely kind of a vain type of place if you want it to be LA. Right?
It's as superficial as you want it to be, and there's
If you want it to be.
culture, obviously. I mean,
Yeah.
here we are, right? And
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. I've been in California my whole life, and
Okay.
LA's always kind of been that kind of weird area for me, but I like it.
I'm the one who's not from there. Here.
You're
Aren't
from
you-
here now.
aren't
You've
you
been here
from
long enough.
I'm from Georgia.
Georgia?
So is Lil Nas, though, so it's all good.
So what?
Lil Nas X.
Oh yeah, Lil Nas X. Are you a fan of him?
I'm a bit
I know
obsessed
him.
with
I know his. I know the,
You know
the
him.
horse song.
The horse song, yeah, of
And,
course. Yeah.
I enjoy his recent
We're definitely not going to
coming
sing.
out as gay.
Yeah, we'll
and
definitely
all this
sing it in
other
the-
stuff.
No, we are not going to sing that.
I
We can't
have, I have the chords.
clear it. We can't clear
We'll
it.
definitely sing
No,
it.
we can't clear it.
We'll definitely
We can't
sing
clear it.
It's
We
gonna
can't
happen.
clear it.
You can sing
It's
a
not
parody. You can
monetized,
sing a
it's
parody.
fine,
You
never
can sing a
mind.
parody of it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Oh yeah, we do that at work sometimes.
Check
I work
it.
with this guy, and then so full disclosure.
She comes out with this, these different versions of it.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I know.
To do
I
with
know.
my job, like what did I say yesterday? I was like, wait,
Oh no!
I got the leads now that they're back.
Yeah. And then the horses in
Yeah.
the bed.
Yeah. So how did you get into music, Daniel? Is that something you were
Yeah, definitely. I've been.
Are you? You're the host now.
I have questions.
I
got
could have
questions,
asked
he's
the
got
question. I'm
So what's the
getting
next
to
question?
it.
We didn't prep for it. So.
There's no preparation for this.
So the music, yeah, for sure. Music's, man, it's been it was crazy because my mom actually had a guitar laying around when I was growing up, so she had one, and but she also basically I took my first lesson with my mom, my sister, and myself. So she started me off a little bit. I was honestly 8 years old. I didn't really learn much. I was just mostly messing up the tuning pegs, and just messing with those.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
and then I got into middle school band, so that helped a lot.
Fun.
So I was a band person.
Playing guitar in the band? Or?
No, so I started with trumpet. So I started learning how to read music through middle school and high school.
So,
But during middle school, at 12 years old, I started playing the guitar and started taking private lessons during that time. So that's when I started learning the love that I had for that guitar, man.
Yeah.
I just wanted to just play guitar all day, honestly. Back in the days, I still do. It's different now.
Do you still play trumpet too?
I try. I'm trying to bring that back as well. I still have a really nice Bach trumpet, Stradivarius, that's really needs to come out and play more. But yeah.
Next time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that won't
Bring all the instruments.
annoy the neighbors at all.
That'll be okay.
Put a mute on
I
it.
don't think the neighbors are even
They
here.
smoke pot and bang on things all day.
Yeah, they'll get used to it.
Yeah, there's a pot
So,
smell
yeah.
sometimes.
They'll just come over here and be like, hey, dude, playing some music.
Dude, let's jam.
Jig.
Bongos, everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we should get into the news. So
Yeah. Transition. That's a good transition.
I was trying to transition to the Emmys before with Eugene
I learned
Levy.
about young Daniel.
Yes.
It's all good. It's all good. All is good. We'll
We'll learn
get to know
from
me
his
more
point
through my
of view
songs.
on things.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so the Emmys nominations came out, a few days ago, and I didn't even notice because nobody gave a shit for a while.
I didn't even know the Emmys. I saw a thing in the paper the next day or in the news, and
like nobody said
I was
anything.
like, really? The Emmys are?
I'm kind of surprised that nobody was talking about it.
Netflix has 117 nominations or something.
Yeah, well, they have it's 300
that
shows.
When They See Us.
I saw that on my email.
Movie is getting a lot of
Which one?
nominations. When They See Us,
I know what
that
you're talking
Central
about.
Park 5
Yeah.
thing.
It's like
yeah.
based on a real story.
It's a zeitgeist.
is that what it's called? I don't even know if that's what it's called.
When They See Us?
When
Or
is-
Will
Yeah,
They
When
See
They
Us?
See Us.
When They See
It
Us,
is When
right.
They
Yeah,
See Us.
When They See Us.
Yeah, and then there's the whole fucking Finding Neverland. You were like, is that the movie? I'm like, no, it's Leaving Neverland.
Is that the sequel to Finding Nemo?
Sorry, Leaving Neverland. Leaving Neverland with the freaking hack job from Dan Reed.
I don't understand how they even got anywhere with all
because
the
money.
they put through
They paid for it. It's not really that.
So what
hard
is
to
it?
figure
Give
out.
us a synopsis of it or something.
Yeah, so it's two boys who are grown men now, and they have recanted their earlier statements regarding Michael Jackson not molesting them and said, hey, you know what? Yeah, he did. And then there's a lot of backstory about Wade Robson mainly, who's the ringleader of the whole story, who was proven to have been a big fan of Michael Jackson even after he died and did tributes to him and whatnot and wanted to do this Cirque du Soleil show. And then he got fired. And then once he got fired, all of a sudden these allegations resurfaced regarding Michael Jackson and regarding him specifically. And he recanted everything that he said before and said he was so scared. Why would they put him on the stand as their witness? and trust him to do their bidding. I just don't.
It's all a mess.
It's such a mess. And then there's a train station thing in the story with James Safechuck, where he claimed that he was molested, but then it turned out that train station didn't exist in the year that he said it did. And there's factual errors in this thing, and drone footage that doesn't make sense. And
is this all in documentary style?
Yeah, this was a
just
4-hour
longer episodes, or just
HBO documentary 2-part.
And they had two versions. They had the
HBO,
U.S. version, the UK version. UK version conveniently left out the factual errors from the U.S. version. Yeah. So
it turned out to be pretty bad, and then they still gave it awards. I don't want to. I understand it. I understand it. Because I was. When I was a kid, I was a Jehovah's Witness. I don't know what that is, but
oh yeah, for sure.
Prince was a
Michael Jackson's also a Jehovah's Witness, and his whole family, and so we were all very well tuned into the Jackson family as Jehovah's Witnesses because they were like us.
One of the famous.
Yeah, and they were like us. They were kids like us, and you knew about Joe, his dad, and how hard he was on them, and a JW dad is really hard anyway because just the way that the life is. Any fundamentalist religion, it's just really hard. And, Michael Jackson did not have a childhood. He didn't have time to be a kid. He was always dancing. He was always working. He was, once they realized he was the guy, he led that whole family to glory and everything rested on his shoulders. So when he got old enough, he was always doing things for other kids. Always. Even when he was a young man. Always doing things for other kids. Because he always saw in himself and in them the childhood he never had, and that's what we kind of understood that growing up, knowing him as we kind of extendedly did in the way that he would do these charities and things. So it never surprised me that he had this set up for kids at his house. It never surprised me on that. I never in a minute thought he was hurting these children or molesting them. I thought if anything, he's just.
So innocence.
He might be trying to substitute to be their father, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that might be the worst thing. That he sees these families that are like, oh, go be Michael Jackson's friend, and get money and get these things. And I think he felt bad for those kids, so he tried to adopt them in a way and make them his own because he wanted to protect them from adults. And I just never saw it that way. And for people to jump on that and to do these things for him, with all the great he did in the world,
it's disgusting.
It's gross to me, and it's sad because the man's not alive to defend himself, and even when he was alive, he did defend himself.
Exactly.
So when you think anybody, to the extent the man showed his dick on TV, okay, to people to show hey, this is not look, here's my dick. Like, the kid's talking about my penis. Here it is. Like, do you see the similarities? I don't.
And they couldn't even use the actual. Like,
no, but somebody saw that. Somebody knows the truth. Somebody knows what's going on, and they let this shit go anyway. And that's sad to me. It's sad. It's sad because the legacy that he tried. People these days are just out to destroy legacy and tradition, just to do it. No matter who they're hurting, they don't care.
Or their families, like straight up, like Paris Jackson had a rough time, and it's just
and they all
disgusting.
have to live in this shadow, and they have the money where it's like that's fine, like you can just be like, hey, I'll go live in an island, never have to hear it.
Yeah.
But not all of us have that luxury, and I think people in this gotcha culture, the outrage culture, is it's pretty annoying.
Wow. Yeah.
What are you outraged about right now? Are you outraged about something right now?
Outraged about? Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, there's like, I think right now, social media, I think is one of those things that's, I think it's getting to people these days. It's one of those. We have to control. Everything's out there now, man. So yeah, you'll see fake news come out. You'll see comparisons coming out more anxiety coming out from people. Trying to one up each other. I think there's there's certain something that we're losing as a humanity through social media, man. Honestly, that's one of the things that's
our empathy. That's what I would.
There's something going on there. There's something happening right now.
I think compassionate
or real reality
like
versus
virtue signaling.
Watching people's lives come unfold versus giving them a phone call. Instead of giving them a phone call, you just check their stories. You're not even talking to them.
Easier to tear someone down when you can't look at them in the face.
And that's true too. Yeah, you can definitely talk a lot more smack, get more things done.
Yeah.
There's a lot more through social media that's destructive, I think.
You said fake news. The latest fake news is this HateHoax thing, which is from my parts. So I was a little, I was like, interesting. So what happened is a woman who is in Congress, who is a House representative in Georgia.
Georgia. That's where you're from,
Georgia. That's what I was like,
So there's a connection there?
Interesting.
Do you know her? No.
She said her name was Erica Thomas. She still exists. And she said that she was in the Publix. It's important that it's in a Publix, I guess. A Publix checkout lane, and it was the 10 items or less, but she had more than 10 items. And the dude in front of her, or something to that effect, had told her to go back to where she came from because she was using all of the...
Like the frozen foods aisle?
Yeah, she was like, she had too many items in the line.
You have too many items. Go back to where you came from.
And then it turned out, guess what? He actually didn't say that. And also he ain't white. He's kind of Cubano, but whatever. Huh. And he also is a huge Democrat and maybe voted for her.
Really?
And they had the weirdest conversation back and forth in an interview on 11 Alive News. Shout out to 11 Alive. Which is milking this shit so hard. And it was like a Jussie Smollett moment on a huge scale. And now people want her to resign. And then other people are like, I still stand with Erica because he's a misogynist. Well, he did call her a selfish little bitch. His quote. That's the quote of his. Which he admitted to. At least the only thing about this is he admitted to that. Straight up, every time it was brought up. He admitted
my
it.
God.
She did not concede one bit.
Yeah,
and then she eventually was like, but it was those kind of, references, that he was alluding to. And she was pregnant, 9 months pregnant. She has a 9-year-old and stuff. And it's I bet this is all of just a really elaborate marketing campaign for Publix. That's all I can say.
Publix. Yeah,
this was just to get Publix more customers. There's nothing else that can come
I want to go there right
from
now and be pregnant and get yelled at.
And there were 2 open lanes. And he had left. And he was like, not today. I'm going to say something.
So that's where it all started then, huh? Come back to where it came from, huh?
It all started with the Publix.
That's so weird.
And she wanted to milk the whole story and make it a whole racial thing when it was just a sexist thing.
No, they do that.
Which is literally a thing that happens in life. You just deal with certain people. They're not nice. And you're not nice at them. And then you go your separate ways. Right. You don't usually end up on the news talking about it as if it's an actual story.
It's a big story, huh?
So silly.
She created a big thing out of
So the media went wild with this
They
yesterday. Had it trending #1 like on Twitter, and I was like, I'm not touching that. And then the next day I find out it's a hoax, and I'm like, all right, well, now I can say something about it.
So many of those.
So it is basically fake news.
Yeah, and she should resign, in my opinion, because people have gotten fired.
No,
for
I
less
think she
than
should
that.
resign. I mean, I think that she should
Make it
what
public.
she's doing. Yeah, and
Apologize.
She should apologize. She didn't apologize at
but
all.
I think that she ever tries to
For
run
the
that office again.
lying about it.
You know, I
Don't
mean,
let it happen again.
And she cried on Facebook about it, and then it was all over Twitter, and he's like, I'm not even on Twitter.
she's like rubbing her belly, like, I'm sorry.
No, the funny thing is she said that she couldn't stand for long periods of time, so she was going, she had to get all of those items into the lane, and then you see her in these interviews, and she's standing the entire time.
Yeah.
Like, just no problem. So people are like, but you can stand now.
Yeah, you couldn't just wait 5 seconds in the fucking line.
So stupid.
I'll tell you, I'm surprised more people don't get killed in the grocery line. Like, I am.
This is bringing up etiquette in the grocery lane.
just
Cutting in
general.
line, or what do you mean? Like, have you
Cutting
had,
in
have you
line
had a
and having more
situation
That is so
here
rude.
in
You
Los
know-
Angeles where you're waiting in line and you have
Yeah,
to
just like
I
trying
don't
to
like
pay
when-
bite
with a
your
check.
tongue?
I don't like when they go back for something. They're like,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I forgot.
I'll be right
something."
back. Hold my
and then
spot.
you have the like cart right in front, and you have to move it over so that they can get by. Ugh, it's so.
That's happened.
I don't mind that if they run. If they run away from there, I'm cool with it.
Well, yeah.
If they just
They're quick
saunter
about it. Yeah,
off,
they gotta be
yeah,
quick.
then I'm like, oh no.
I'm going next.
What if
Yeah.
you have to ask them to get you something? If you're like, oh, hold my spot, and then you're like, hey, I forgot this type of
Yeah,
toilet paper.
most of the time that's
and
what
they're like,
happens.
nah. And I'm like, what? I just held your freaking place. That happened to me,
No.
actually.
Yeah.
Most of the time it'll happen where
At this
they'll
Rouse.
just send somebody there to,
Yeah.
hey, runner, go get this
Right,
for this
right,
guy.
yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
like, that's cool. Of course, they'll never be able to find it. 'Cause I'm like, well, I found the one that was 99 cents.
You could
more
definitely.
now.
Oh, man.
I shop.
It's
I
like
go
grocery rage or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
grocery rage.
It's
Definitely,
a real
it's like, what the
thing.
hell, man?
I witnessed it.
I would
Because
just
there's an app actually that is you save money. Ibotta, it's called, and I use it sometimes. And then you can actually get like basically specific tissue papers, whatever foods, and they give you money back with the receipt. So I was trying to get the specific one that one time.
Do you have to give them your data?
And I was already
return?
close to the checkout, and I was like, no, screw this. I'm not getting that.
Yeah, Ralph
Wrong
says that,
one.
Ralph says that to the buyback.
So, I don't know.
The money back thing.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
some
it
money
be?
back.
It'd be a fun experiment. I'm pretty sure it's probably happened. It's YouTube, and everything's there. But like, if somebody like came in with a bunch of pennies and quarters and dimes and paid for
So
like
annoying.
$100 worth of shit,
Dude, I've done that.
I mean,
I've
you
been
could.
poor.
You could do it. I mean,
and then just to see how everybody would react in the checkout
they
thing.
don't react well.
they're not gonna react well at all.
Bad.
See how quickly people will resort to murder.
I paid for $36 worth of groceries.
$36 with change.
Pennies,
Pennies.
pennies and nickels, quarters, dimes. Like
Okay.
I just didn't have
Switch it
any
up
other
a little
money,
bit.
and I didn't have time to roll it up. And I went to the supermarket and like, this is all I've got. But I went like early in the morning, and I tried to go when no one else was there, so no one else had to do that. But even though there was like 2 people there, they weren't happy that I was in there. It's like when sometimes a bunch of coupons, like they used to do that.
They're like they saw you
Oh, yeah.
come back, and they're like, I know who he is.
No, I mean,
Oh no,
like,
you just saw them like their faces whenever you took out the.
I took out the money and put it down.
Money.
They're like, oh, and I was like,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
sorry. This is all I got, man. Like, that's all I have. I'm poor.
Yeah, that's freaking crazy. Yeah, we did that like way back in the day with like a pizza. It was I felt bad. Pizza Hut delivery guy, me and my friend.
Oh my
Oh.
I was
god.
spending the night, and then he freaking takes out. I was like, "What are you doing, bro?" Like, it's my friend Andrew. I don't know if he's gonna be listening
Shout
to
out
this,
to
but the guy's got he was best friend, man, growing up. Known him since like 4th grade, 5th grade, and one time we just spent the night. We had a pizza party, and he busts out his change, dude, to pay the guy. The guy's face was just like, "What the hell?"
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
dude, I was like, "Whoa, man, that's
That
fucked
look
up."
of terror.
You had to like count every single little penny and everything, and it's just like, oh man,
That's hilarious.
that look. I think that look in his face made me not want to do that to anyone else. It's like, damn,
That was a lesson learned.
You
yeah,
just do what
lesson
you gotta
learned.
do. Now they have
Cautionary
Coin,
tale.
They have Coinstar now, so
Yeah, there's ways
you're
to
willing
do
to
it.
give up 10% of your money, then you can.
Right.
yeah.
What a good scam.
Coinstar, man.
Is it worth it? Is it 10% of your money worth the scorn of people?
No.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, I mean, it's like you just have
Gosh.
those. They just have those coupons. You go over to clip all the coupons, And then one woman went up there. She had like $500 worth of groceries and all these coupons.
Oh shit!
And it's like right at dinner time, so everybody's like kind of waiting, and they're like beep beep beep. But after a while, it got to be kind of exciting because she was like using all of her coupons and watching the money go from like $500 to like $400, to like $300, to like $200.
It's like an actual entertainment.
Yeah, and we're like, yeah. Everybody's like yelling for her to save money. And she gets down to the end.
It's a good show.
And I think she ended up paying up to $500.
How much could you?
After $500 worth of groceries, she
becomes a hero, huh?
She ended up paying about $180.
Shit.
Grocery
heroes.
That's what happened at the end. So when she got to the last coupon,
like up to that person.
It's like $180. And everybody's like, woo! Like they're yelling for like she just won something.
Hey man, she's saving money, bro.
She beat the system.
I mean, it took 30 minutes for all of us to like wait and watch her do it. My ice cream melted.
I mean,
it was worth it.
They're there for a reason, right?
It became exciting. It became exciting. But now they just have the virtual one, so you don't
yeah.
Wow.
do that anymore. But
save that money, man. You gotta save that, especially in LA.
Save that money.
There he is.
There he is. The roomie.
I want to say no. Yep, that says the money.
Yeah.
All right.
Debut.
Yeah.
See you later.
That was my roommate going to work.
Yeah,
You gotta cheer him up, man. You gotta throw that positive vibe. But yeah, especially in LA, you gotta save every fucking penny, man. Honestly.
Seriously,
Like,
and I just hate when
every
like, I
damn
just
penny.
got back from Comic Con. I went to Comic Con over the past few days.
Oh, really? At San Diego?
Yeah.
Shout out to
nice.
Comic Con.
Comic
Oh,
Con.
dude, shout out. Ooh.
And we've been. My roommate is a comic book writer, so we
okay.
with her. I go with her every year to help her out, and keep her schedule intact, and
Yeah.
help her meet people and keep her out there, And I just go now. There's nothing for me to do, so I just go. But we go with this one friend who is very anxious about crowds,
Oof.
and I tell her, I'm like, look, every year I say the same thing. Look, you know that there's going to be a billion people here, right? You know they'll be crawling on you and sneezing on you and shit, like touching you and shit. Like that's going to happen. You know it's there, so be ready for it. Like be prepared, so you don't get all mad because she gets really super mad. I'm like, it's not going to help anything. But I realized, like, she's like, well, how do you do it? How do you do it? I said, I just don't care about the people. It's not the people that I worry about. It's the waiting. It's the lines. It's the impatient nature of me.
Gotcha.
Like, that's what gets me. I hate waiting for anything if I don't have to. I went to McDonald's. I go to McDonald's before I come here to this podcast. Every time I come here, I go to McDonald's.
The ritual.
First. Yeah. See, here's my time. And so, show McDonald's. And
McAdoo's.
but the line was,
I do not endorse it.
the line was so long. Okay, this McDonald's today was just packed with people. I've never seen it so full in this one before. So I'm waiting in line for a long time, and now they have it where you get your food and you go sit down. They give you a number and they bring it to you, right? So I'm like, okay, but it's taking like 20 minutes. It's almost why I was late here because I had to wait so long for the food. I had to give myself an hour. By the time my food came, I had 15 minutes left to eat it, and I was like, ugh. But then it wasn't even the right food, and so like that kind of thing irritates me. It's the waiting of people.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And then the guy yelled at me outside of the McDonald's, and I was like, whatever. But he yelled at me, which is yelling, and I didn't understand it. But
that happens every day. I only go to that McDonald's because I wait for the bus there.
That's why I go there, because it's close to where I'm coming here.
Yeah, and I hear so much crap. Like I heard a guy like just come into the McDonald's and start yelling at people.
I've seen that happen.
I'm like, okay. And then he like had it on like Instagram and shit. He was like, I'm gonna get you guys on camera.
Like, great.
I'm like,
Just yelling at him while
yeah,
he's
he was
taping
like
him?
doing the whole victim kind of narrative thing,
Well,
where he wasn't treated well by the workers and they're racist or something, even though they're Latino.
What, they've got to take out the pickles or something from his burger?
Yeah,
Right.
something stupid.
Well, this one lady came in. I was eating there at McDonald's, and this lady came just sat down across me, just looked at me. And I feel bad.
Older lady or like
no, like an older, like a maybe middle-aged
Middle-aged.
Mexican lady with a cart, and like 3 hats on or whatever. And she like
she wears many hats.
Yeah, she wore many hats, and she's looking at me. And I know because they look at me and they think, well, he's going to give me some money or something. And normally I would actually be like, hey, are you hungry? Like, here, I will go buy you some. I'm not going to give you any money, but I'll go buy you some food if that's what you'd like. Mm-hmm. But she just looked at me like,
what the hell?
Like, is this your way of telling me that you're hungry? Say something.
He looked like he was like growling like he was like a dog or something.
Yeah. And so and then
Maybe she
finally,
had like the virus or something.
yeah, right, whatever, right? She's staring at me. I'm like,
That's
no.
how it
I'm like,
happens.
I don't even listen to it. I'm like, no, go away. Go away, bye, no. And she goes and sits with other people. She goes and sits down with these other girls, and like they're talking, and she goes and sits next to them and like looks at them, and they're like, "Oh no, get away!" And I'm like, "Oh, well, that's kind of fucked up." But still,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's like being on the bus. People, I mean, Elle rides the bus. You know, do you ride the bus?
Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah, we all ride the bus. We
Yeah.
all.
It's a good experience. I recommend it to anybody. Like, you know, like, everybody's got to do it at least one time in their lives, man.
Just to keep yourself, in check.
Just to keep yourself. Well,
gotta
someone
see
was
what's
like,
out there, you know.
Someone on Facebook was like, "Look
Keep
a homeless
yourself in check.
person in the eyes when they talk to you." I'm like, "No." I was like, "Do you
gotta avoid them.
I think you've never ridden the bus in your
Like the
life,
plague.
have you?
No.
Yeah, never look a homeless person in the eye. because
Never look anyone in the
They'll
eye.
come over and be like, "Hey," and you're like, "No,
They'll come talk to
No.
you all the.
I can't help you."
Some crazy stuff. I mean,
What's the craziest thing you've seen on the
oh
bus?
man, dude. Well, oh my god, dude. Last weekend actually at the Fairfax, they have like this flea market that goes on.
Uh-huh.
I was with my brother and sister. And we
Shout
were
out to the
checking
flea
out.
market.
At the
Yeah, at the high school.
at the
Yeah, you know what I'm talking
yeah,
about, right?
I know,
You pay
yeah.
to get in.
Yeah.
So we're in there. This is the strangest thing because you're supposed to pay to get in, right? So we walk in, right? I'm checking out, having a good time, enjoying the sun, smiling and everything. And all of a sudden, in the corner of my eye, there's this guy who takes a shit, man. Like,
Yes!
literally,
Oh,
like
those
a shit
people.
coming out of his, behind. You
Yep,
know, like
I've seen that
boom,
before.
and I see
Yeah.
it drop the ground. I literally like just turned
Yep.
right at the action, dude. And then I'm like, turning to my sister, I was like, Jelly, I was like, dude, this guy just like took a crap on the, on the ground here, and it's like nobody's even like. I was like, where the hell is the security at? And then it's
He's probably security.
So yeah, I don't know how he got in there, but it's a homeless man, and he had his cart and everything, and he was just like, oh, he let it out,
Oh, dear.
and then everyone's
Thanks for
like,
the
whoa,
sound
watch
effect.
watch the turd. Everyone's just trying to avoid the turd the whole
Watch
time.
the turd.
Good luck, though. It's
That's
good luck.
that's
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
motto for LA. Watch the turd.
The human
the
turd,
turd.
yeah. So that's like the
Is
craziest
it human
thing.
or dog?
It didn't
We don't know.
Definitely didn't have to do with the metro, but it did have to do with the public homelessness, I guess, that
The
they took to the next
epidemic
level.
that's being
It's pretty
ignored.
bad.
But I think
here.
that's the craziest thing that's happened with homeless people.
We
I
wanted
think.
bubonic plague to come back.
Wow.
It's all
You
good.
want to know what it's like to live in medieval times. You like
Let's
the
do
rent
it.
there? We can live it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But San Diego, let me tell you about San Diego is just about as bad as we are up here.
Really?
They
Okay.
have it probably even worse.
Because I got a friend that lives in Chula Vista, by the way, so I've been there quite a few times.
Yeah, my family lives down there too, and
Okay, yeah.
it's you go downtown now. It's Comic-Con.
Yeah.
It's just as bad as it is. It's way worse than
Really?
it is here.
You're talking about the
can't-
homelessness, right?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
homelessness and just the general dilapidation of like places. You go like I went in there, Ralph's over there. Like I live in a Ralph's. I live near a Ralph's that's like kind of in the homeless track. There's a lot of homeless people go in there and like trash it or whatever they used to. But it's not so bad. I mean, and you look at it and go, oh my god, it's dirty in here. I go to one in San Diego. It's really nice downtown. It's just wrecked inside because the homeless people just go in there and just trash it, or they're outside like just making a mess or fighting with each other or something, and I have empathy for them. I have empathy for people. I was semi-homeless too. I was going to school, but all my money was going to school. Like I had no money to live. Like I was just kind of living in my grandmother's house, and there's no electricity there, and I was just kind of winging it, stealing toilet paper from the school and shit like that. Like, and I didn't have else to do, but I was trying to, get through and do my thing, and go to school. And like a lot of these people, man, you meet them and they just have no.
Yeah, I feel bad also, man, honestly. Like, the empathy is definitely there. It's like, because a lot of times it's mental things that are going on in their head. And sometimes they could have had, like, something, like, very successful, like, for a while, and then all of a sudden, just, like, one day, like, breaks or something. I don't know.
It just shows you how fragile everything is.
It is true.
Well, and you'd be surprised, because I used to work down at the San Pedro, which is Skid Row here, and I would wait for the bus out there, and I would just talk to people, because they'd just be out there like crazy. Like, hey, what happened to you? What's your story? And give them a couple bucks, they tell me their story.
Oh, that's cool.
And what's weird is a lot of people just made bad choices and were afraid to own up to them. Like one guy, beat up a cousin or something and like put him in the hospital, and then lied about that. It was like they got mugged or something. And then he couldn't like face the grief of like telling his family that he'd done this by accident. Like they were just playing and he heard him. That he just didn't want to be around his family anymore. He thought they're never going to accept me. I'm just going to. And he's like wandered off into the world, and like he never even thought about going back to his family and like saying, "I'm sorry, this is what happened. Please help me." And like they'd look for him, and he'd hide and run from town to town, and like, are things like, or they do drugs, and they have a problem, and they're afraid to go talk to somebody about it, so they just go more and more into the scene, or they leave.
So it's like a guilt trip type of thing. It's
Sometimes
I can see that happening. You know, like a family is like being like they expect a lot from you. Even like society, I feel there's a lot of pressure from them. There's certain rules, and I can definitely see that.
Some of them are like criminals.
Shamed. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Some guys that committed crimes back where they're from, and they are running from the police and
shit, man.
Other people just like you were saying, they had jobs, they had a life, they had a home.
One thing can
and one thing happens to them. Either they get sick, or their spouse got sick, or like they were relying on their spouse take care of them, and they died, or they left,
or they got priced out by the rent going up.
This was back before this sort of thing. But San Francisco is happening a lot.
That's a problem with that, right?
I know people there that have lived in San Francisco since they were 19 years old. They're like in their 60s now. And they can't afford to live there anymore because they've been living there forever.
Gentrification everywhere.
Gentrification in San Francisco, it's more just the acquisition of property by foreign tech interest. And that's
Silicon Valley.
And not even Silicon Valley anymore. It's like Chinese people will buy land there and not use it, or they'll cram it full of more Chinese people.
They're really in league with the Chinese right now.
So it's. In being a nation of opportunity, sometimes we let that be taken advantage of. And I think people are afraid to sort of rein that back in because they feel like it denies the opportunity to other people. But at the same time, it's like somebody's suffering regardless.
Yeah.
I used to live in a Chinese community, and the guy that owned our property was a Chinese guy, and one of the houses on one of the properties, he would lend out to Chinese people like that, and there was like crammed 17 people in a house, and like they would come in. I don't know what they were doing, and I know that they were not happy in there, and they were all working in like these factories and these sweatshops and stuff, because I would talk to them and I try to make friends with them and like find out what they were doing, and I don't know, it's just really weird. It's strange, but America, man.
But I've noticed like in the metros, definitely I see them and how they interact. So sometimes I feel like the empathy, other times, they definitely need to learn how to behave, because like sometimes so I've walked into the bus, and sometimes you don't have the fare, because you have to load the card.
Yeah.
And so sometimes you just don't have the money, but if you're cool with the bus driver, you're like, hey, this situation, I didn't
get
they're cool with you, but like a lot of sometimes like, that you see like homeless people just walk in there and be like, I just don't have the money, man, or like they just don't.
They're saying that.
Or they're just an
they're
asshole.
Kind of rude about it. Yeah, they're kind of rude about it.
And just like harass the fucking driver until they break.
He's like, you're evil. Like there's this one guy who just kept saying you're evil like the whole ride, and he's just kept like harassing the driver. He's like, you're evil. And he keeps like wanting like just like trying to start some.
That's what you get for being nice.
It's like, wow, dude, like this guy's really onto this dude. Like he's giving him a ride. The guy's still on the bus. He's not kicking him out. He doesn't just go sit down. He keeps like yelling at the driver. Things like that. That's when
true empathy, right there.
That's when that's the rule for the buses, though. Because the one that was in Brookings, she used to work for the MTA.
Oh, she did. Okay.
Here at Metro for decades.
And
she would say, look, the bus driver literally cannot refuse you a ride unless you're being violent. Unless you do something violent or you're going to be a disruption, then they can't. If you walk in and I don't have a change and they give you a hard time about it, all you got to do is say, I just walk past them, because they can't really do anything about it. They need to keep going. The only problem is if you start yelling at them, or if you start breaking something or harassing other customers, then they can stop and call the cops. But generally, if you don't have the money, and they may ask you a couple times, and then you just walk through. She's like, just do that.
They guilt trip you sometimes. You're like,
no,
dude,
for sure,
really?
They do. Yeah, they do.
Come on, you know me.
I'm on this bus every day.
It's just one of those days,
It's one of those days,
Don't take it personal.
I was like, is this okay? And then they like kind of roll their eyes. If it's a girl, they're like, of course. Maybe a guy too.
One of these again.
The older ones are usually the meaner ones.
Oh my gosh, this one guy is so nice. He's like, he's the driver of the 222.
The 222, yeah, specific.
Shout out to the driver of the 222.
222 driver.
At 6-ish o'clock. 6:40. Whenever it comes. Yeah. Whenever it wants to come, it comes. But,
I've only yelled at one bus driver, and it was a guy who drove a 217 from Hollywood Highland. I wanted to take it down to Pico and whatever. Pico and Fairfax. And he was like this old Mexican guy with like a broom, like a push broom mustache and sunglasses.
No.
And
older
guy. He was just such a fucking jerk.
Yeah.
And he just would be an asshole every morning to everybody. but not to me because I was cool. But then one morning he was an asshole to me because I didn't have the paper transfers at the time.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, I need to buy a transfer. And he's like, oh, the machine's not working. I said, well, can I just have a transfer then? He's like, no, because you can't pay for it. I was like, I just need a transfer because I don't have enough change to take the next bus to the blue bus up Pico to Fox where I was working.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't help you. I was like, oh, what am I going to do? Why don't you ask some of these people for money? I'm like, excuse me?
They will defer to other
Yeah.
people.
He's like, go ask somebody else see if anything else has changed. I'm like, fuck you. And so when I got home, I told my aunt, and I was like, dude, this guy on the bus, and he was mean.
You did not thank that bus driver, did you?
I told that bus driver to go fuck himself, and then I reported him to NTA Dispatch, and then he now he's not working on that line anymore.
Ooh.
Don't fuck with Steven Robles.
The next week I didn't see him, and I was like, oh.
So your aunt works for them, right?
She used to work
for
them.
Really? Okay.
She works in dispatch, and she did like IT work for them.
Oh, I got you.
But everybody knew her. And it's actually my roommate's aunt, but she took care of me, so.
Oh, it became your aunt.
I call her my aunt, yeah. And she's crazy, though. She's a crazy lady. She's the kind of person you think would be working for Metro. Like, she's nuts. Nuts. But, yeah, there's lots of stories about her. But,
no, yeah, that's a good point, though. Yeah.
But the bus, man, it's like it's there. And
it's
people
there.
Complain and
people complain about everything.
It's there or it's not there, depending
I mean, it's not the
on
best. It's not the best service.
It
It does take a little bit longer than most. I'm sure maybe
then
compared
the
to like
detours
New York,
all the time
right?
in Hollywood.
Today,
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing on Hollywood.
You never know what they don't even tell you.
I'm trying to think of what was there. Like it was a huge premiere.
Hollywood Highland today, or
well, they're tearing it down today, but I don't know what it was. But it was maybe Hobbs and Shaw, maybe I guess.
No, that happened before.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of like
I saw
what
that
movie
last week.
Yeah.
Came out that's coming out that would make that big of a deal. And I have no idea.
Nowadays, everything's a big
came out,
deal. It's like what?
The premiere of that was a few
months
ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that was, but it took up the whole. Maybe it was an awards of some kind, but it took up the whole street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that means the 217 is the bus I take to get here from McDonald's. I missed it, and the guy yelled at me, and so I was like, okay, well.
Oh, I missed the bus yesterday, and then I ran out of breath because I was running so hard to catch the next one, which I had to run towards from the previous bus stop, which is about 12 minutes of a run or a walk.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Well, it's not a run, actually. Jog. It's like 8 minutes of a run, I guess, but it's 12 minutes like walking, but I can't run very far, very quickly. But I had to run from Sycamore to, we're going to say streets now, to Highland. And then once I got there, I'm literally on the phone with not passenger relations, but like the people who tell you when to take the bus or whatever on Metro. And I'm just telling her, oh, I'm running towards it. And then I'm like, it's not here. And then she's like, actually, I just checked on that bus and it's on Cahuenga and Franklin now. You missed it. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And then I lost my breath like entirely. It was so bad when I got to work. When I got to work, I couldn't really talk for real, like with my normal breath for like 2 hours. He was there, he knows. I couldn't even like talk.
It's crazy.
It was insane. And I had to sell shit. And I'm trying to sell shit in my lowest register voice. It's so very difficult.
Trying to catch your breath.
And I'm trying to catch my breath. Literally, I sighed in the beginning of one call. I was like, hi, this is Elle.
I ran to the bus. Okay, I'm running to the bus.
And you get a pass, right? You said you get you pay a certain amount a month. So you have to
know what? I didn't even know if I had enough money on my card. And by this point, I wasn't going to be able to go to the station and put money on my card. So I was like hoping that they would give me a shot on the bus. And when I got on the bus, which was the 237 at 11:04 or 11:05, which was supposed to be there at 11:07, but then like stayed in one particular area before the light to like make up the difference. Then I got on and I found out it still worked and I was like, what the fuck? But I'm like, okay, cool. Because I do not remember the last time I reloaded this card. So
you always have to have
it's
at
just
least
working so well.
Always keep $5 of cash on you. Always, especially for the bus, because now you can put the money on when you're on the bus.
That's true.
No, you can't put five doesn't work for a day pass anymore. It's $7.
No, not for a day pass, but at least you can put $5 on to take the card.
No, they don't do that anymore.
Dude, I just did it getting here.
Yeah, you could do it with the
Dude,
card.
They don't do it on all the buses.
Yes, they do.
Though. Like sometimes that shit doesn't work anyway.
If they don't, then they're just gonna let you on.
Yeah.
But I promise you, every bus you can say.
I just kind of pretend it broke down. Like, oh yeah, it's a broken machine, right?
I put $5 on my card. You hand it $5. They put it in your card. And you have at least you have $5. Even if it's not a full day pass, you have $5 there.
Yeah.
So you can get to the next place and maybe get some
237 is pretty nice about it.
I don't know, that bus kind of dicky. The one that picks you up at Hollywood Highland.
Well, it depends on what time of day, obviously. But like the one that I get,
I've run for that bus several times when it's been early, and I've been running for it. No, and I'll pound on the window. That's my pound on the window.
Oh, yeah, I got fucked by a 237.
Yeah, and he stopped.
Once,
He's like, he stopped me over there. He's like, don't pound on the window. I'm like, what the fuck are you leaving 3 minutes
None of
for?
the non-LA people are going to understand any of this episode.
No.
This is LA-centric.
No, because every other city in the world's bus system is amazing.
Yeah. No, but seriously,
San Diego,
though,
San Francisco, like their buses are fucking
it's
awesome.
like MARTA and Metro are like tied for shittiest buses.
Which one's MARTA?
MARTA is the Atlanta bus.
No.
And not buses, just buses and trains.
The transit.
Obviously. Transit.
No, well,
just
the San Bernardino MTA Omnitrans and shit out there, that's probably horrible too. But
I mean, you could go to any city. I will say Jacksonville was pretty decent when I was there in like 2004, 12 or whatever.
San Francisco and San Diego have great bus systems.
You have the trolley in
that wasn't
San Diego.
Trolley in San Diego,
2007.
the trolley in San Francisco.
It's pretty fast.
I love the rapid. The BART. The BART is good,
Yeah.
and then I like the Las Vegas. Nobody says enough about Las Vegas. Their transit system is good. I like it. I like
it's only gonna go one street.
Dude, I like it though.
How hard is that?
Alhambra has a good local bus system.
Alhambra?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I used to live there.
I used to live there too, and
they had a good. I didn't ever wait for it. Now, when it got to downtown LA, they would fuck you over with the 78 and shit. But like, other than that, it was pretty decent.
Yeah, I got around.
Interesting.
The Metro in New York Metro, can't beat it.
Well, that's what I was saying. Yeah, it's like
can't beat that.
I think it's probably better than the San Francisco and San Diego.
I mean, they complain about it a lot, and they should because it has its issues, but overall, like, they're doing so much better.
Do their buses come like less than an hour apart, and do they run 24 hours?
Exactly.
Yes. So
get the fuck out of here. That's your complaints.
When you're in LA and you're in Burbank, remember? I mean, when Elle and I first met, we went to the movies together to try to see Anchorman 2, and it didn't work. And we ended up seeing some ghost movie, which I forget what the movie was.
The Conjuring?
No, maybe it was The Conjuring.
We saw The Conjuring.
I'm trying to remember what ghost movie we saw.
I know we saw The Conjuring.
Saw Paranormal.
I remember
Paranormal Activities.
I don't know Paranormal Activity, maybe. But anyway, it was one of these ghost movies.
It was not Paranormal Activity. I saw that with my father.
We left. I think it was The Conjuring. And we were walking home, but there's no buses that go from Burbank to where I live, especially the Valley, or here to Hollywood after like 7. Right? The 155 stops running. So you have to like take like the 222 all the way up to Hollywood Highland, which is what we did for you. But we had to walk down to Hollywood Way, which is like pretty far from the Burbank Mall, like walking all the way down. It's just so shitty.
It's so
Is it the bus runs still 2 here, right? 2.
There's the 237, the one she's talking about, runs all night. 237 to 636.
Really? 237?
And then turns into the 636 later on at night.
Oh, okay. So it's
overnight.
24 hours.
Yeah, but it's also an hour apart. So
that was 656.
Okay, after a while.
656.
Yeah.
And then,
let's be accurate.
Right, the 217, the 212, doing La Brea, and then Hollywood, all both run over all night, but they slow down at the end of the night. So every bus runs all night except for some of the shorter runs like the 155 or.
The only one I take is the 210.
But good luck getting a 217 after 10. It's just not going to happen.
It could come. They come like in 42 minutes or something, and it's.
I mean, it's going to take a long time.
Yeah, because I used to take.
I might as well just walk at that point if I'm at Hollywood Highland.
Well, at least it's nighttime.
Yeah.
But yeah, which one were you saying?
No, I was saying the only one that really
line?
taken consistently was the 210 from Cahuenga and Yucca. There's like a layover there.
Yeah.
It's technically not a bus stop, but if
I used to wait there all the fucking time.
You just get on there. There's been one bus driver though who's been kind of a dick. And he's like, go walk all the way to Hollywood. And I was like, dude, the other bus drivers let me on. And he keeps arguing with me. I'm like, all right, whatever.
I used to do that all the time from work.
No, it's a darker dude, yeah.
But, because the white and black guys.
Let's discriminate.
We're not discriminating. We're not talking.
Well, no, I was going to say, believe it or not,
complain about the drivers out there.
Believe it or not, I am Mexican, and
gotcha.
It's okay.
Me too.
I get white,
Mexican,
I get darker when I'm out in the sun, and so I find that the Mexican bus drivers are cool and the ladies are cool. But the white guys and the black guys are not cool. And they'll be like, no, man, we're not. I'm like, what? Come on, man. But then you see like a young black guy walk up and the black guy will be like, hey, come on. I'm like,
okay.
It's okay else here, so, it's technically not discriminating.
But the black women. They're amazing.
No, the black.
Oh, yeah.
With the
It's like
black
Jackie
women-
Brown? Nah, man.
Well, I like
No,
that.
I just see like no, yes, okay, we gotta cut that one out.
How did we get here?
No, there was
No,
like
here-
there was
here-
like a bus
here-
driver in one of the movies that she's really cool, and she's like I forgot what movie it is, and it's like was it Independence Day or something, and she's a bus driver.
The one with the kid has the kid.
Yeah, she's like really good bus driver, man. She's
That's,
like doing her job like really well.
It's like
dude.
Mars Attacks or something.
Is it? Yeah, I think so.
It's
Yeah.
Mars Attacks. And the kids have the guns. And
What a great example for all bus
What,
drivers.
what I like about the black lady bus drivers is that they no, let me finish because this is
throwing a
true.
different tangent.
Because look, everybody that rides the bus will understand this.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not-
I know this. I
It's
know this because I've
racial, but it's
ridden the
not
buses.
racist. Okay, it's racial.
Definitely.
The large black ladies that drive the buses are exactly the way you think they would be. Oh, baby, how you doing? Come on,
Exactly,
baby,
man.
get out.
They're
And like driving-
fearless
No, you're
as
driving
well.
the drive like, get out my way, you son of a bitch! I'm like, yes, this is
They
what
know,
I want.
dude. They know what's
This
up.
is what I want because no one's gonna mess with her. And like, if something happened to the point where like the bus got stopped and they were like harassing her and she had to get off the bus, there'd be just a fight and she would win. Like, why you want me to pick up my bus going? Like,
No.
yes, yes, I need this.
But
in my
I've seen
life.
some G
yeah.
drivers, like this one dude, like he was like, not today. He was like,
Not today.
we ain't gonna wait for this bike. We gonna go around. We're gonna go around this. We're gonna go around that.
Well, have
We
you guys ever been
fucking-
on a bus that's hit somebody?
No,
Yes!
No. You?
And then it was luckily so close to my
I haven't been
house
there
that
that
I was
long.
able
Yeah,
to
I've been
get
there
off
a
the
year.
bus and go right home. I was like, sorry guys.
Well, because usually, because I've been
Wow.
on a bus that's hit us right a couple times. What happens is they hit somebody, and they just leave. They just leave.
Really?
They look at the driver. They make sure everything's okay. They make sure the
Yeah.
passengers are okay, and then they leave because then they just call it in, and Metro comes and deals with it.
Yeah.
And the bus, unless the bus can't move, it just leaves.
Well, this one time,
It's one time.
band camp. This one time,
I took a breath.
In bus camp.
this one time, I was like so close to home. It was like so like I'm telling you like inches away from the next stop, and it was a fucking beetle. Like they ran into a beetle, like in the back.
Uh-huh.
And then they stopped, and I was like,
The Volkswagen.
you know what? Can I get off? Like, I'm just gonna go walk. Okay,
You wouldn't have to wait
thank you.
that long.
Just hit him, and then he's like.
And I was
"Get
like,
off."
well, that was a good thing, Ma, that I was on this bus right when I got to the stop.
If I was Elle, I would never walk on the streets, man.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you're saying like if they hit somebody, they keep going.
If the bus is able to move,
They just make sure,
Just
and
hit
the
him
other
and keep
person's not
going.
injured, that they're able
It's
to
part of
move.
the
and then the other
training.
person calls.
They just leave. Well, they call Metro Dispatch and then they
Let
leave.
them know.
And
Okay.
then Metro comes and like takes care of it.
Takes care of if the guy's
Metro's
still
like a
Yeah.
Jeep. Metro's
Gotcha.
like the freaking cleanup crew. They're like the what do you call that?
Exactly.
The cleaners.
The
there. Cleaners.
They're like the cleanup crew. They call them
The
I know there's a good name for it.
People who clean.
That reminds me of Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Everybody's
there?
talking about Jeffrey Epstein and his connections to like what is it, Mossad or CIA, whatever it is. But like, definitely that dude has been doing some kind of ensnaring of politicians.
Well,
and whatnot.
he wrangles young kids for people. I mean, that's like I mean, I look at let's just first put the baseline down here. That
Wait. What's the
traffic-
timeline here? Like, we got to start from the beginning. When did it start? You know.
Oh, this
Well,
shit starts
it's
in
probably
like
in the 70s,
the
easy.
30s,
Okay.
Yeah.
40s, and shit.
Well, I mean, with him, probably when
Well,
he's
with
young,
him,
in the
yeah,
70s.
like he's just
70s.
a puppet.
And he's probably been working in politics this whole time because they're, let's start with the baseline here that trafficking children is wrong. Okay.
No.
Obviously,
Let's just go ahead. I'm not defending it in any way.
Unethical.
you're going out on a limb and saying that.
I just want to say that I don't want to hear
That's
anything like, oh, well, it's wrong. Okay, I know it's wrong. Okay, we get that. However, these are the kind of things that people with power indulge in.
It is.
And there's always going to be somebody who's going to satisfy that need for the rich and powerful. And I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Barack Obama or Bill Clinton or Donald Trump. I don't care who you
It's
are.
not a-
If you're moving in those circles, you most likely have been in a situation where there were children that were being trafficked in this way. And you most likely turned your eye a blind way because that's just what is done at
It
those
is what
levels
is
of
done.
politics.
Yeah.
And now, again, we're talking about 16, 17-year-old girls. So we're not talking about 12 and 13-year-old
14.
girls. About 14.
At the least.
Right.
At least 12.
Alleged is 14.
Right.
No, nothing past except that 13-year-old with Donald Trump, which was never.
Right, and that's just
really corroborated
You always
by
feel
anyone.
like that's just like a mechanism against him. But
Yeah.
but 16-year-old girl, I would like to see you call a 16-year-old girl a child. You have 16-year-old siblings. You call her a child. You see what happens to you. Zero. How you will get killed. So I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are doing these things. and it happens. But now it's going to come to light, and it should come to light, and these people should get in trouble for it. The problem is that it's going to implicate so many people, and
Already
so many
has.
different. And I think even now we know it's just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh yeah.
Because there's going to be foreign people, there's going to be Americans,
Dictators.
there's going to be dictators, there's going to be normal people who are just rich guys and girls.
They're not really normal, but
right.
like,
well, what I mean is they're not politicians.
This isn't normal.
They're not politicians. They're not like heads of industry.
Yeah,
they're just
yeah.
like rich
The
people.
Bohemian Grove goers and
Right,
stuff.
and they're going to be having indulged in these things, and this guy catered to every level of society that could handle his services.
Wow.
And
that was his business. People don't realize that's why he made so much money.
that's
because
right. And he has all the secrets and all the stuff.
he doesn't work. Like,
And I'm
that's
saying
his
now
job.
he has a plan in place for if this ever happened. He has a plan in place for like these are the pins I'm going to hit.
Right.
In
They
order
always
to-
do.
In order to get away, I'm not going to implicate these other people who are
Right.
real trouble. Like Donald Trump is no trouble for him.
Oh,
Like he can implicate him, and it wouldn't really matter to him.
Yeah.
Bill Clinton's probably a little more iffy because the people have been murdered, and
Yeah.
and it's like
People are wondering if he's going to be murdered or suicided.
right,
or
and so like
Oh,
he's
wow.
gonna. But I'm sure there are people like oil barons and
Oh, yeah.
and overseas industrialists and things like that he will never implicate.
I'm sure it also like ties into the 1MDB scandal. There's probably some Iran-Contra before all of this
Sure.
that ties in at some
And it's
point.
not. It can't just be kids and sex and trafficking. It's got to be other things too. Because
Oh,
you're
there's
not
always
just
other things,
you're
like
not-
drug
he's like
trafficking.
No, you
Red. He's
said
like
the
Red
tip
from
of the
Shawshank,
iceberg.
right?
Oh.
Like he's
Yeah, and then there's that whole fucking
Yeah.
JP Morgan Chase owned, not owned, but like leased or whatever the fuck, MSC Guyane ship, which had 20 tons of cocaine.
Yeah,
It was the
I
biggest
love it.
drug bust
I love
ever,
it.
and then we're just like, oh, okay, bye.
Whoops.
Sorry, bye.
I love it.
And then we're gonna still be able to go about our routes. No questions
well,
asked.
they can't stop. It's like
Yeah.
the bus hitting somebody. You can't
Yeah.
really stop those routes. You have
know.
to keep them going. So,
But that's the
back in
whole
there.
point. Is like that's part of the deal. Is like this is
Yeah, too
definitely
big
a
to
governmental
fail.
thing.
right. Well, and it affects everybody, not just
Yeah.
the government.
But it's a government operation.
if a shipping lane gets shut down, that affects everybody. If it's your grocery store, it affects everything because that's going to back everything up.
And the drug.
Well, with the drugs too, but that's why they use those to carry the drugs because it's impossible to enforce the surveillance on all that stuff. There's so much coming in. That's why people use it for human trafficking and drugs and stuff like that. Because,
But I love that JP Morgan didn't have to say shit because they were like,
oh well, what are they going to do?
we are not responsible. We already signed the paperwork. They signed
That's
the
like
paperwork.
magical
It's over.
electromotive from Breaking Bad. Like,
It's
what
over.
are you going to do? Like, oh, that's just one part of what we do. Like, that's
Yeah.
not, I don't even deal with them.
Yeah. They're
JP
beyond
Morgan,
it. Like,
yeah.
yeah. They have their own operations
God, I
to
love
deal
this
with.
world.
So
This
what-
world's
so right
great.
This
now-
world is crazy. This
It's
world is
amazing.
just like
Epstein,
a fucking movie, man.
As we talk right now, he's under what is it called? Is it like he hasn't been convicted yet, right?
He's
He's in jail
investigation.
waiting
He's under
Right.
investigation.
For,
so
And they said
It's a
he
big
was
deal.
also in a holding cell with El Chapo, who was in the news.
Chapo.
I'm sure they didn't have any
Bringing back El Chapo.
really deep conversations about anything to do with intelligence.
El Chapo, man.
I'm sure there was
Oh
nothing
my
discussed.
You think he's furnished some kids for El Chapo?
Oh my gosh, yeah, maybe.
Right.
Oh, you never
Wouldn't that
know,
be
man. That guy's like,
Dude, El Chapo's gonna get out like so quickly.
He's not getting out.
he's not gonna get
They're
out.
never letting him out. Ever.
He's too close to the border
Oh,
anyways.
well-
He's
no,
in
he's
Mex-
too close to the border.
No,
but-
I'm saying like he's like like he's right by like the United States, right by Mexico.
Yeah, and
It'd be
he-
stupid
and
to
They
they
might
need-
take him
let
out.
somebody like that go.
And they need to make an example of him.
They might
Yeah.
take him out though. They might take him out of the
Take him
equation.
out.
They've used him enough. They don't really need him anymore.
They might, but they probably won't because it's more fun to humiliate him than it is to kill him. And when he's still alive, they can still poke him. And Mexico's mean, dude. Mexico's fucking mean. Like, you think the U.S. is bad? Mexico's fucking mean. And they will mess
Maybe
with
he'll die accidentally though.
Maybe. Like I said, it's more fun for them to keep him alive than it is for them to die
So
accidentally.
he's like another like Pablo Escobar kind of character,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I would
He
say, yeah.
did some drug running for the CIA.
But I don't think he was
But they-
nearly as
yeah.
popular or
Yeah.
as populist as Pablo was. I think El Chapo didn't give shit back to the community. Like, no one really cared. I mean, Pablo was like a hero to his village and to the people around him because
Yeah.
he put the money back into what they were doing and like saw himself as like a Robin Hood type. I don't think El Chapo seemed
like a
that
Breaking
way.
Bad kind of guy.
Yeah, this guy saw himself on like Tony Montana, where he was just like wants to gain the,
Yeah,
He wants the power.
he wants the power and the
Want
women.
the money.
Yeah,
Oh, Pelican.
the vacant wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want little kids? No.
Right.
Yeah, man,
love
that's
that
insane.
movie.
Though.
man.
Hopefully that guy gets,
That was a
what
good
he
remake.
deserves. That Epstein guy, though.
De
at the end of
Palma.
You might want to
Scary,
remake it again.
scary world out there.
Scary World, Stranger Things came back.
Did you watch
Oh, yeah.
that? Do you watch
Speaking
that?
of
I watched 2 episodes so far.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
watched
So I
that?
really
Yeah.
don't care
Okay.
about. I mean, I don't know if I'm supposed to care about him. I think I am, but like only like a little bit. So I'm only like the minimal amount of caring about him. If he died, I wouldn't really care. But Billy, I just whatever. Dude.
Billy ends up being a good character.
I'm sure
I
he
think you'll
does.
enjoy his
Wait, you
fate.
finished it already?
Yeah.
Soon? Okay.
I'm sure he does. And then I
just
really
seen the
like
2
Maleven.
seasons.
I'm a Maleven shipper. Mike and 11.
Okay.
Mel.
Yeah.
Whatever they want to call themselves now. And then I love the little relationship that Hopper has with
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 Will's mom.
with Elle, as
Oh,
if
yeah.
he's like he's like a father.
Well, he
figure.
is her father. He's officially
Yeah,
her father.
but like it's
Yeah.
it's really cute to see how he's reacting to the little romance going on.
See, that's the part I didn't get. And it's not. If you've seen those shows, then you already know what's happening with him. He's seen her. He knows. Okay, Hopper knows that Mike and Elle and Will and those kids saved the fucking world. Okay?
That is true.
He knows it. He saw it. He went
like
in
that
the
didn't
upside
happen.
down and saw the demon. He knows all this stuff, and yet he's treating them like assholes. And it's like, how could you treat your daughter that way?
Yeah.
You saw her with the shit in the hands and the bleeding. And
Also,
all
I
this
just
shit.
wouldn't be mean to my daughter if she had powers like that.
Well, I would, that I think he doesn't really care, but but to see them together, like those kids saved the world. They deserve to, they want.
They can- if they
wanna
wanna
have
make
sex,
out,
they wanna have
let
sex.
them make out.
Who cares?
Yeah.
They saved the world. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And
How far is that into the season?
That's a couple of episodes.
But I'm
in.
still,
We're trying to
like-
break up
You're
the
just in
kids.
number 2?
Yeah.
Okay, good. No
This
spoiler
is just the
alerts after
first
that.
couple episodes.
Yeah.
And then there's
eventually-
like
beginning.
Joyce is really cool. Like I think she's handling it a lot better, and I'm glad she like reined him in a little bit.
And
on
you'll see how that story develops. in the whole show, in this whole series, this particular season.
Oh, shout out to Netflix, by the way,
Netflix.
a sponsor.
Hopper's
They're not
character
sponsored.
is the most problematic, I think, in this particular one, and you'll see why as you watch it.
Mm.
And then when you start to read the criticisms of it, and you'll be like, "Oh, I guess I can see why people's criticisms of this character are handing it." But at the same time, you like the guy so much that's like, so he's a jerk sometimes. Who cares?
Yeah, we're all jerks sometimes.
Yeah, but sure, that's what I keep telling people. I'm like, well, everybody's a jerk sometimes, even though he inexplicably hates the kids going out, which makes no sense to me. Other things he does later on in the show make sense.
I
to me
think they're
because
trying to
it's,
be funny a lot more this season.
Yeah,
Like a lot more.
you
Like
know, it's
they're really going for the cheese.
contractual obligations. Everybody's gonna have more lines, except for poor Will.
I like
and,
Robin though.
Poor Will.
Robin.
The character of Robin, Ethan Hawke's kid.
I don't know which one he is. I mean, I
It's
know
a girl. It's
the girl. Okay.
Steve's coworker at the
Oh
mall.
yeah, no, she's good. She's
Yeah.
good. Their relationship is fun.
Yeah.
They wear those costumes.
He works at a place in the mall.
Yeah.
See, a mall has to do with a lot of this season because
Oh,
it's
80s
mall
malls.
culture, like
80s malls.
Yeah,
like
80s malls.
capitalism.
And they built a whole mall in
Dead
Georgia.
Mall series.
Yeah.
They built a whole mall that looks like an 80s mall.
Yeah, I feel obligated
Was
to
that
watch
Virginia?
this show.
Where was it? It was
They
somewhere.
shot in Georgia.
Georgia. okay.
Georgia!
So it was, okay, the mall's in Georgia.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then-
There was a big mall in Georgia.
And you've been there, right?
Yeah.
To the
No.
one that they...
I haven't been to everything in Georgia.
Oh,
But there is a big mall in Georgia. I can't remember the name. But Mall of Georgia, I think.
Probably.
I think it is Mall of Georgia. I
I've never
can't
been to
recall.
Georgia, so.
But it's a big one. And they would
Wow.
advertise it on TV and stuff. Like, go to the Mall of Georgia. And I'm like, nah, I'm
And
good.
you work at a mall, you said.
No.
Okay.
Oh, no. I've never worked in a mall.
Malls don't exist
Malls don't
anymore.
exist.
I used to go to the mall a lot because they had an arcade in there, and I was a video game kid.
That was
so
the best thing.
Yeah.
The Spencer's gifts was fun for
Spencer's.
novelty stuff.
I just had a friend who
But we
just-
were like children, so we were like looking at the naughty stuff.
Like, look at that's a cornhole.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I just had a friend. We just
I don't
talked
get
about-
it.
He used to work at Suncoast, which was like a movie
Oh, I
gift
remember that.
place, and I used to go there a lot, look at posters and DVDs and things.
Yeah.
Mostly arcade.
They had a mall there in Corpus Christi called Sunrise Mall. It was like they filmed a movie there too, an 80s movie. I think it was like Billie Jean or something like that.
The Legend of Billie Jean.
The Legend of
with
Billie
Helen
Jean.
Slater.
Yeah.
All
They
right.
filmed it there.
Yeah.
And it was
Okay.
80s. It was like
That's
wow.
classic.
And it's still around. It's still like they never changed. It still looks 80s. They might have to. I think they broke it down recently. Shut it down. But I mean, it's still there. Like, it looks just like the 80s. The 80s music is still playing.
Oh,
and it's part of a
that's
Dead
awesome.
Mall series. I don't know.
It's like
it's on YouTube. Yeah, or
that's
something
so
like
cool. That's like
yeah, it's really weird. That reminds me of the Stranger Things. So that's the vibe of the season, huh?
Yeah, because the guy Steve works in the mall in an ice cream shop.
That sailor thing. Or?
Yeah, and spoiler alert, they wear their costumes the whole series.
Okay. Spoiler alert. There you go.
But that season it goes way crazy, and that's what I like about that show.
I'm almost done. So
they don't even care.
Yeah.
Dark is so hard to keep up with. I really like it.
I didn't. I watched the first season.
Is it like based off of a comic book, Dark, or
no?
It's like German ghosts and monsters.
It's like German, and it's like to do with. Was there Chernobyl or something?
It's like something.
Not Chernobyl.
It's
something else.
It's something I wasn't interested in.
You know, there's been so many nuclear disasters. I can't keep.
But it's a supernatural show.
There is a nuclear disaster that they like reference in this
not
show.
Chernobyl, right?
Not Chernobyl. It would be something different, but it's German.
But
I can't remember it.
And there's like ghosts and things involved. It's not.
Oh, there's like 3 timelines.
Yeah, it's really weird, and it's complicated, and it's in German.
But you know what? Like, it does not talk down to you. You may feel like an idiot watching it, but it does not talk down to you.
Yeah.
What about movies?
Good.
Have you guys seen any recent movies?
Okay, recent movies.
Oh, you saw that one? I saw
you
that
guys
too.
are going to talk about it.
That?
Oh yeah, dude! I thought it was like mind-boggling.
Right?
It was like trippy.
No spoilers.
And I thought it was very intellectual at the sense of like.
Have you ever, let me ask you a personal question.
Yeah.
Have you ever taken shrooms?
So I have not actually taken shrooms.
Are you dropped acid?
He's not going to tell you.
It's not illegal.
This is close, but have you?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so I was interested.
I went to college.
Yeah, me too. But I just keep away from that. I guess.
Yeah, me too.
I just have this thing with control, man. I don't want to like lose control. Usually the more I go, is like maybe like have beer, alcohol.
That's good.
Maybe I've tried marijuana before.
Yeah, see, I'm thinking that alcohol is more of a loss of control than shrooms is.
I heard that's recently there's an article about how shrooms actually the healthiest one.
Shrooms is probably because it is natural and taking the correct dosage, it's great. You can't kill yourself on shrooms, which is nice. You can really have a great trip, though. But
So in essence, did that talk to you? Did you relate to that?
Yeah.
Did it seem pretty real? Okay.
And it is exactly...
Okay, no spoiler alerts about it.
Well, because the movie itself has a lot to do with drugs.
That's what I was saying. That's what I noticed.
And psychedelics and the ingestion of psychedelics. And the movie feels like a psychedelic trip to me. It feels... Because a psychedelic trip will just take a moment and stretch it out to an hour. Yeah. Right, and you might.
Is that what they did in the movie?
That's what it feels. No, it does feel like that in a good way.
Wait, did you take shrooms before you walked into?
No, I didn't. I was around it if I
was about to say, dude, that would have been like.
I think if I had done that, the movie would have been normal.
Really? Okay.
It would have been the right speed where I could
reverse effect.
Yeah, I would have flipped over. But that's what happens is the psychedelics cause you to slow way down and to examine things in a very close way. So it's not just this. But it's all of this line, it's all of this reflection, it's all of this shape, because it's very, very concentrated. So when you are drunk, and you said you're not alcohol, so when you're super drunk, and like I'm talking to you right now, I'm like right on you, and I'm trying to talk to you, and like everything around you is black, but it's just you, and I'm talking. If I look up left to right, I'm gonna fall over, right? That's what shrooms is like, but it doesn't. Nice. There's no darkness. It's like everything is in focus, like that. Everything becomes very hyper.
Sensitive, right?
Sensitive. You'll see the colors and everything. You will, if you eat enough, you will have the whole like everything's moving, it's bending and flowing.
The Hollywood version of it.
And then it happens, and it really happens. And like a flower, they have the tile on the ground, and the flowers are flowing out of it. And
there's the feeling there. I mean, first of all, I think the cinematography is fantastic. It's like
absolutely
amazing. It's a beautiful movie, but obviously it's a horror movie, so it's like
who directed it?
Ari Aster, the guy who did Hereditary.
Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah. And it's very similar to Hereditary.
Yeah.
It's a weird.
It's on Amazon.
Yeah, it's a weird.
I don't have Amazon. Boycott Amazon. Let's go.
Hereditary's a little bit like supposedly the darker, but either way, like the lighter cinematography, the Swedish, hills and things like that. I mean, makes it picturesque.
The yellows and the blues.
Yeah, you wouldn't think it would be a horror movie until things start happening.
I like that. I wish they would market it that way, though. I think that
like what?
would be really cool to see a movie marketed as something Although they would never do that these
feel-good,
days. That would
summer
piss
flick.
everybody off.
Eat a mushroom, watch this movie.
But like,
Yeah.
like if you market it as something as one thing, like a screwball comedy, and then it ended up being a horror movie,
That's
that'd
what
be
they
really
did
cool.
You might have some people walk out of that theater though.
That's what they did for Sausage Party. That movie Sausage Party. They advertised
Oh.
like a kids movie.
Really?
Yeah, that did not
And you
I
go
go
the
remember
way they
starting
wanted
that
it to
movie
go.
and you
never
and you
finished.
go to watch it, and
It's
it's like
funny.
not for kids at all.
It's barely for adults.
I know. I really like. I think it's really good. I think it's a really smart movie.
Is that Seth Rogen? In
I mean,
Yeah,
it had
so,
a good message, I think.
And well, it just had
You
it.
finished it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just had a lot in it that was for like I heard people going, "Oh, Seth Rogen," but I'm like, yeah, but you would like this movie because it really does talk about the dangers of religion, the dangers of cult thinking, you know,
I had a lot to
the
say.
need for adventure and like the fear of the unknown. It has a lot to do about that because it's you know basically it's about
It's a parable.
these foods that are in the store. And their goal is to get out and go to the promised land, right?
Promised Land, huh?
But it turns
It's
out
all a metaphor.
yeah, but when it turns out when they go out there, you know, they're getting chopped up and boiled in water, and one of the guys comes back, a mustard comes back, and is like, "Oh my god, like you don't know what
Don't
happened."
give away the whole movie.
Yeah, it's
I'm
it's
not.
okay.
This
You know,
is-
it's okay
this
to give
is-
spoiler
This
alerts.
is the plot. This is
No,
the
yeah, I got
plot.
you.
Yeah, but you're
synopsis.
getting too plot heavy in it.
No.
Yeah, it's good.
This is-
No, no, no.
if you
Let's
read
let
it-
him
If
discover
you read a
it.
synopsis of the, if you read a synopsis
That's
of
what
the
you're saying,
plot,
yeah.
this will be in the synopsis of the plot. And so that's what ends up happening. And so you have the hot dog who's like trying to convince people that these things are bad, and everybody's just like, no, we have this religion we're going to follow, and
I
you're
know.
wrong, and we can't turn our backs on this because they're
Oh, okay.
afraid. They're
Yeah.
afraid of what's out
The
there.
change.
They're
Yeah.
afraid of the change.
Gotcha.
And then they do it. Then
People
the-
just looked
Yeah.
at the sex jokes and were like,
And
but
the
like,
sex
there's
jokes are
so much
funny.
more to it than that. Like,
My favorite
Okay.
part is we're sitting in the theater, my friend and I, and this comes on, and there's this whole thing with dicks and stuff, and this little boy in the
Seth
front
Rogen
just like, oh, he's just crying, and he's like,
Oh, my
I
God.
just want to see Kubo. I laughed, dude, I laughed.
take them to Kubo.
I know,
What is
it was,
wrong with you,
Kubo was
parents?
sold out.
Come
So
on,
it's like,
parents.
This looks like fun. It's sausage party.
Let's
It's
go
Parents,
here.
No.
so funny.
Yeah,
y'all
that's
are
crazy.
y'all are doing it yourselves because everybody knew when they first saw that fucking trailer that that was not for kids. Now, I don't want to hear any nonsense. I'm sure it did come on during like a Frozen or some shit. Like they had one of those
Frozen.
Disney movies and it came on in the beginning
I think
as
Frozen
a
is way more
trailer.
obscene.
But like still, like that should have been your clue. Like,
Yeah,
oh
they should
yeah.
have read up on it or something, you know. I mean,
Like,
start
just
taking
do
it
your
too.
research.
Well, I did it with the South Park
yeah.
too. 'Cause I went to the South Park
There's no
movie.
excuse. We have the internet.
I went to the South Park movie and I sat next to a little boy and his father during
Yeah.
this midnight showing in South Park.
Mhm.
And the first fucking thing in that movie is "Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucka." And like that. I mean, I don't know if you've seen that movie or
my
not.
gosh.
But like it's this whole song and like Terrence Phil taking a shit and like I'm laughing and thank God the kid is just dying. And I'm like, this is amazing because the kid is having a great time.
Dude,
Oh, he's laughing. He's
Everybody-
we
Everybody's
saw some
laughing.
inappropriate shit when we were kids. Like,
How old was
let's
the kid? Like, maybe,
be
like-
honest.
He was probably like 11 or 12.
That's not bad.
Maybe even
Yeah.
younger. Maybe like
But
nine
you start
to
hearing
10
that
range.
stuff, but like, yeah, I remember
But-
South Park during like middle school times. So
Yeah, and it's like
Did
that.
you
Little-
see, like,
little,
when you were
Hanky, the Christmas
a
poo.
child
The
that
Christmas
was
poo.
like, whoa, I shouldn't be watching this. But
well,
hey,
I mean,
it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, when I started, I mean, that came around during.
Yeah,
that
like, what was
time.
your first, like,
South-
R-rated
so-
movie?
Yeah.
So I discovered the Stanley Kubrick movies.
Oh,
Clockwork
that's
Orange.
fucked up.
Yeah, I know. Like, I know, right? Yeah.
Like,
I just-
I went
so
shut.
When
I
you
just
were
stumbled. No, I wasn't 7. I must have been like maybe 11 or something. at
Oh,
least.
that's not too
Yeah,
bad.
it's not too crazy.
What was your first one? Clockwork Orange?
So yeah, I started watching Clockwork Orange.
Damn.
I was like, dude,
I
this is
couldn't
pretty
even
heavy shit.
handle that.
Yeah, and then I
I was
moved
an
out to
adult.
Full, and I showed my buddies. I would be like, "Hey, let's come over, man.
What
We
the
got this cool
fuck?
movie." and then Full Metal Jacket was the next one I started watching.
Wow.
I mean, dude, they intrigued me. I was like, dude, it got me into movies actually.
Yeah,
it's
no.
like, it's
I
like,
mean, because
dude,
you seem like
the
a mature
love-
guy, so it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, you try to, try to keep it down.
Well, 11 years old.
But I mean, yeah, there's
You've probably
definitely
written a sonnet or two.
you definitely want to go ahead and
Really
get
probably
to
4 children. But,
discover
What was-
some nice things. Yeah. How
What's
about you?
yours?
R-rated movie?
Steven.
Yeah.
He's looking back. He's like thinking.
Well, because I don't know.
Like,
I've
actually,
been
this
asked
one
this
out of
question
it.
before, and I'm thinking of
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just trying
Not
to
edited, because some of
Well,
this
no,
shit
no,
would be
no,
like
no,
on
it would not
TV
be
and
edited.
shit.
Because we had like on TV, which was like the cable at the time, and so
Yeah.
you could switch it on and you
Ooh.
could have like real movies.
We had TBS before anyone, so just...
Well, TBS still was like a TV
Just saying.
station.
Yeah, but you didn't have it. You had to pay for it.
We
Later.
had we had cable, we had WGN and TBS.
Okay, you had it,
and
whatever.
TNT. Well, TNT.
You saw like HBO. You could pay for and everything.
Right,
Yeah.
but we had on TV, and so they would show at night.
TV,
They would
okay.
show these really violent movies, and
Oh damn.
the one I remember first was a movie called Shogun Assassin,
Oh
Shaolin.
shit!
Shaolin?
Shogun Assassin,
Shogun,
like
okay.
Shogun.
Is
Shogun.
that
Okay, that sounds like
And it's
Japanese?
It's a Japanese movie.
one of
that's
those
based-
Tarantino maybe movies.
Well, it's definitely influenced by Tarantino.
Influence,
Like,
yeah,
absolutely,
influence
of
Tarantino,
course.
that's what I was
it is definitely one of those like Gonzo kung fu
Shogun
movies.
Assassins, I think, yeah.
But it's based on a comic book called Lone Wolf and Cub.
Oh,
Cool.
And it's about a samurai who's disenfranchised. He kills his master, and he goes off looking for this other guy. But he ends up with this
Is
woman.
it revenge? story?
Yeah, it's a revenge
Okay, so
story,
yeah,
for sure.
okay, so Kill Bill.
Because the Shogun sends people to kill him, and they kill his family.
Oh man.
And so he
Definitely.
like kills the people.
Tough.
So he goes after the
You
Shogun.
know what? Now I think that one of the little girls in Kill Bill 2 was watching it, wasn't she? Like,
Yeah, she was.
that's
So her-
Shogun
his
Assassins,
daughter
right?
at the
Yeah,
end.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
She
his
wants
daughter's
little
watching
B.
it.
She wants to
Yeah,
watch it.
that's coming
Yeah.
full circle here.
So anyway, so
Shit.
he goes off in search of the Shogun to kill him, and he
Yeah.
ends up hooking up with this woman and her kid, and the woman dies. So he just has the baby, and so and they also call it Baby Cart to Hell, which is another name for the movie,
Oh, man.
and the story. And so he has his baby in the baby cart, and he like pushes him around, like looking around, and people will keep attacking him because they want to kill him. They get the bounty on him.
Uh-huh.
But he
Yeah.
just slices them up. Like I remember, like there's one scene where
It's pretty violent?
Yeah, fucking
okay.
total violence.
Wow.
So like he's fighting these dudes off and like slices this guy, and it's like his whole body just splits open. You like
Oh my
see his
God.
brain come out. It's like
That's nice.
and then like the baby's like up on this hill, and then you can hear the baby thinking, like it's talking.
Oh.
But he can't hear it, but
Stupid baby.
it's like thinking to itself, like about its father, and going back on these memories.
Oh, schnapps.
And so he's like, I don't know how I did it, but somehow I got the cart to roll, and it rolls down. It has these like, blades in the tires, so that the
Oh,
cart
so he's
rolls down.
narrating the story?
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
it's sort of giving you like flavor of what's happening, and so
Gotcha.
the cart rolls down. It's like rolling these blades out the wheel. It was like cuts all these guys' feet off, and they're like, "Oh!" And it's just
Oh, yeah.
it was that's the one I remember the most. First, I don't know if that
Yeah.
was really the first one I saw,
Yeah, I can't.
but it's one of those. So that's pre-internet, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So after the internet started up and I could look for things, I just went looking for that movie, like
Wow.
anywhere I could try to find it, because I'm like, this is a movie that's in my brain
in
that
your
I've
brain.
never seen ever
Wow.
again, ever.
It's like a
Uh-huh.
strong impact, huh?
Yeah, and finally I found like a Chinese version of it, like a
Oh, no, is it
an
dubbed?
all version player of it, and like I had it for a long time. I gave it away to somebody though eventually. But.
Damn, man. That's insane. What about Elle? What about Elle? Do you have a
Okay.
first radar movie?
Barton Fink. Barton
Damn
Fink.
it.
No, not anything cool. Not anything cool at all.
Well, let me refine this question for you, Elle. What's the most violent movie? What's the earliest?
Oh,
movie
it's
you
not
saw that was
violent. It's
Well,
the
what-
opposite of that.
But
It's
I'm
like
curious about what the most violent movie was that you saw as a kid.
violent.
Yeah, any kind of violence.
I was literally just thinking of something. Okay,
Oh, what was your going to be answer for the R-rated movie? Something sexual?
it's sexual. Yeah. You got violence. I
Henry
got
and June.
sex. Oh no, not that sexual, but it was close. I think it was NC-17 at one point.
NC-17, which was that one? Oh, you're
it's,
talking about like not
What?
NC-17? Or
Yeah,
the
it
rating?
was kind of like
Okay.
The rating, yeah.
It was back and forth. I think. Bruce Willis was in it.
Bruce Willis, huh?
Color of Night.
Really?
It's the only movie he's done like that.
Really?
that I can think of. Yeah.
Is that
I
like
saw-
early in his career when he's trying to...
No.
Is that just something he did?
During,
It was like
during
a
Moonlighting.
whodunit. It's like a whodunit, but it's very sexual. It's
Yeah.
a noir kind of
He's
thing.
like a therapist, or he's in therapy or
Yeah,
something.
I don't remember much, but
Yeah.
I do remember that was one of the first films that I recall when I was maybe 10 or something. When I watched
Color of
it,
Night. It's a boring movie,
my
too.
mother put it on. I don't
Color
know
of
why the fuck she had a
Your mom put it on.
VHS tape. I don't know.
You gotta see it younger.
There was
Enjoy
Sorry,
another.
it.
educate
Okay,
me.
the other one. Okay,
Educate you.
Yeah.
the other
This
one.
Georgia girl, you big weird.
The other one I remember
It's about
seeing
time for your,
boobs. in. I remember seeing boobs in this one. So this is like, I don't know if it was the first time I saw boobs, other than mine, but in movies. But it was like one of the first, and that was Trading Places. with-
Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis
Yeah.
is topless scene. Yeah.
yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, and
So what is that? Beautiful?
Beautiful.
yeah.
She's a beautiful
Jamie Lee
woman at
Curtis.
the time,
Yeah,
especially. I was kind of
those-
heightened
those
for
are nice
her
boobs.
physicality.
So I was like, if I was a dude, this would be an imminent moment.
Yeah, no, it
Like
is.
this would be a moment
was.
for me,
was.
preeminent. Like,
It was. Every guy my age sees that and just like, what?
but I was like, okay.
because you only knew her from
Cool.
Halloween at the time. It was really,
Yeah.
she had
Jamie Lee
really done a
Curtis,
lot of
I
shit.
hadn't even seen Halloween when I saw that.
Or Perfect, the movie with John Travolta. She had been, but she wasn't
Yeah.
naked in that, and then she got
Who,
topless.
who else is in that movie? That
In Trading Places?
Yeah.
Dan
Eddie
Aykroyd,
Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. It's
Everybody.
like Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd trade places because one's
Oh,
poor,
okay,
one's
okay.
rich,
Gotcha.
Good
and Jamie Lee
movie.
Curtis plays a hooker that picks up
Fun
Dan
stuff.
Aykroyd after he's kind of busted.
I didn't know
down.
what a hooker was then, of course,
Well, I didn't know either
Jamie
watching
Lee.
that movie. I didn't know what it was that she was doing.
but I liked the
Yeah.
acting.
Yeah, that's kind of.
It was funny too.
Like young girls
Naked.
playing.
That train scene.
Coming
was
back to
really
the
funny.
Epstein. No, because I'm thinking about like Jodie Foster with Taxi Driver.
Taxi Driver.
Okay,
Right.
I'm trying to think of something violent.
some other-
Okay, this is silly. This is really fucking silly. But it really scared the shit out of me because I was like, what? I don't know how old, but like the movie's really old. So it was the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
That's
I
terrifying.
know.
It's a terrifying movie.
It
yeah.
was.
Oh, they put the little shoe in the dip.
It
Oh my
scared
god,
the shit
dude.
out of me. I was
And
literally
Judge
like,
Doom with his crazy
Oh, when they
eyes.
kill the little cartoon.
couldn't
you're talking about,
watch.
What's
My-
that?
When they kill the cartoon, is that what you're
Yeah,
talking
they
about?
had the
Yeah.
little shoe. And
Yeah.
They had the fucking slime
Yes,
shit coming
it's
out.
kinda
Like,
creepy, yeah.
it
then
scared
the
the
ending's
shit
like,
out of me. And that was actually a pretty, like,
Oh,
not kid-friendly movie to
I remember that
watch.
coming out. That was like a, I don't know, it was like a video store.
1988, so I'm
Yeah.
like 3 years fucking old watching this
1988
shit.
watching-
That's my first memory of
remember that?
movies,
3 years old?
is watching Who Framed Roger Rabbit with my
That
father.
cute little shoe get dissolved.
And being scared
Little
to
shit,
death.
man.
And then the characters at the end, the like cartoon characters, was like, what is happening? I don't understand.
Jessica Rabbit.
I don't
though,
have the
she made a
mind
big
for
Jessica
impact.
this.
Rabbit. Yeah, the Jamie Lee
Oh,
Curtis
but then I
over
had
She
Roger
did.
Rabbit at home. Like I had a little like version of
stuffed
him,
Roger,
like
yeah.
a stuffed Roger Rabbit. Then I had another rabbit, but I called her Jessica Rabbit, even though she wasn't. You know, she's not a
Right,
rabbit.
she wasn't the rabbit.
But
just
this
the
was
rabbit.
if she was a rabbit, that's who she would be. And they would like hang out with me all the time. I'd put them in the chair and like have them like kissing each other and stuff.
Oh,
it was
man.
really cute.
Okay. So
It was
you-
a cute
yeah.
kid thing.
So sexual.
No,
No,
they're in love. They're sweet. It
You
was
guys,
cute.
you guys know Transformers, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we watched Transformers as a
The first-
kid. When
but
they
the-
came out with
the
that
original
movie, I was like,
cartoon,
no.
Well, I mean,
The
you know,
movies.
but you know the.
The Mel Bay one?
I'm talking about the. Okay, so the other toys. Then you said, have you seen the movie?
The toys.
First, the,
Yeah, I've seen- I've
not
seen the
not
first
the new
one.
ones.
The
toys
Shia
are
LaBeouf.
awesome.
Cartoon movie.
Oh,
Yes.
the cartoon
The one from
movies,
the
okay.
80s.
No,
Yes.
okay.
Okay, so at the beginning of that movie,
Yeah.
got to see you on TV and stuff like, oh yeah, Autobots.
Yeah.
At the beginning of that movie, the Autobots are coming down in the spaceship, and the Decepticons attack them. They go inside the ship and they just kill all the robots inside, like kill them, like
Genocide.
shoot them, and they blow up and their eyes change and they're dead. That
Yeah.
is my favorite. Like, that was
Yeah.
my favorite moment. In
I
that
had
movie.
actual Transformers.
You just
I
walk
had
in
so
there and
many.
do it. Yeah.
They were so cool.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
just
I
one
had
movie, right?
an
It wasn't
Optimus
a
Prime.
cartoon?
No, it was a cartoon.
It was a cartoon and then they made it into a movie. in the
Well,
80s.
the new movies have nothing to do with it.
Well, the old movies.
I had so much trouble fucking transforming that shit. Like my little
I had every
my little
Transformer.
hands trying to
I had
change.
every
it.
Transformer you could think of.
I
'cause
couldn't
my,
figure out how to do it with my little baby hands.
My dad worked at a swap meet.
Oh, okay.
And so I would go with him, and I would
Yeah,
sell
yeah.
stuff there, and I would sell my stuff, and then I go buy these knockoff Chinese
Oh, okay.
Transformers. From
We
the other
had them
places.
at school, like not in school, but like we had like a summer camp thing, like a recreation center
Uh-huh.
or whatever. But they had like little toys and shit, and they had little Transformers that you could play with. But I could never figure out how to, and I'd be like, "Teach me how to do it" to the other people, and they'd be like, "All right, this is how you do it." I'm like, "Fuck!
They look like cartoons.
Can I
Throw
do
them in
it?"
the air.
It was so annoying. And then we would watch Casper the Friendly Ghost on the TV,
I've seen that one.
Terrifying.
like the actual show,
You're talking about
the cartoon. Yeah.
Oh, the cartoon, not the
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. But we already had the movie at this point, so it was just like nice watching it.
It's
And then
just
we
a
would
good
watch
kid.
like Pink Panther sometimes,
Oh, the cartoon.
which confused me because I was like, "Where's the Pink Panther in the movies? Like, why is it
Yeah,
called
I
the
know,
Pink
right?
Panther?"
Not
Oh,
even
okay,
there.
because he's a guy.
It pissed me off
Just
so
real life
much.
dude.
I was like,
Yeah.
"This is false advertising." I did not ask for Clouseau. I asked for the Pink Panther.
And sometimes Clouseau was in the cartoons. But
Whatever.
generally it was just about the panther. But yeah, in the movie, the big Pink Panther's a big pink diamond.
Also, when I first watched like Mannequin, the fucking intro was the
Hollywood.
best thing I had ever seen. Like in terms of like animation, like I was just like
I like how
enthralled.
the guy that played Hollywood became a very serious actor. You know, like he could never
What's
shake
his
it.
name? That guy.
Mekhi Phifer.
Oh, okay.
That's not.
Isn't it Mekhi Phifer that did play Hollywood?
No,
It's one of those guys.
it is not him.
It's one of those serious black guys.
I could get his actual name.
Yeah, no, get it. 'cause
I
he-
think it ends with a CH at the end. Hold on.
Oh no, you're right. It's whatever.
We'll have it in a second.
Have you seen this movie, Mannequin? Do you know it?
No, no.
Mannequin is so good.
So it's about a guy, Andrew McCarthy.
87.
Was it like
1987.
Yeah, 80s.
Okay,
It
80s.
definitely heavy,
Yeah, we're in the 80s, man.
heavy 80s.
Heavy 80s.
Oh,
And,
yeah, yeah.
Mannequin, huh?
Misak
Misak Taylor.
Taylor.
that's it.
Misak Taylor.
And he's the guy who went to Designing Women. That's what you need to know.
Oh, yeah, he was awesome in that. I used to watch that with my
But it's
family.
about a guy who does window dressings for a department store, and one of the mannequins comes to life at night and,
Oh, wow.
and becomes like his girlfriend.
I feel like it's based on a lot of other like myths
so
from
fucking weird.
back in the day.
And then they have a guy, Black Eye Hollywood, is like very stylish, and he's trying to help
And
him.
his name's Hollywood, or is that just like his nickname?
That's his name.
That's his name.
Hollywood. And he has like
Yeah, he's got like
these
different
cool
kind of glasses
glasses
on, and like
on.
you know, the egghead haircut.
he did that shit before Kanye. Kanye
Yeah.
got it from
And,
him.
like, you know,
Oh,
like
really?
the
Oh,
cool
there you
Modi fucking shit.
Yeah.
There you go.
But he
Very cool gay guy.
but it's a
That is
very
good.
very 80s movie. It has a
Yeah.
Jefferson Starship soundtrack, and it's
Damn.
We can build
Yeah,
this dream
that's
together.
it. Nothing can stop us now.
Stand strong forever. One of my favorite 80s songs of all time.
well, you think those are the same people that made White Rabbit?
I
You
know.
know, like that's so weird.
And we built this city.
Dude, it's so weird.
We
That's
built
crazy.
this city on rock and roll.
What is to you, Daniel? What is your most guilty pleasure movie that you like?
Okay.
The movies, you know, I've gone to like, you know, rom-coms, right? Like
Rom-coms, yeah.
romantic comedy, but there's like, there's so many of them, right? I mean, there's.
Is it okay? I want to guess.
I mean, I don't even know. Like, I've been, you know, I'm trying to think of one that sticks out more than others, but there's like 10 things I
How
hate
to lose
about you.
a guy in a.
Oh, I've seen that.
10
See, I've seen a couple of them, man. But they're basically like the whole like.
What's your
it's
favorite
really,
one?
Well, I mean, I'm trying to think right now. I'm thinking like it's either
What pops
10
into your head
things
first? 10 things.
I hate about you.
That's such a like across the like board like.
There's
great
American
movie.
Pie also though. It's kind of like, but that's not.
Yeah,
Really,
but that's not a rom-com.
That's not
It's like
really
a teen sex
rom-com,
comedy,
actually.
which
Yeah,
is-
yeah. That's the thing about it.
That's kind of my guilty pleasure.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
teen sex
yeah.
comedies,
But it's hard to think like pinpoint one specific one that pops out. But yeah, no, I mean, well, 10 things I hate about you. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, the whole build up.
It's a clever movie.
It's a
Yeah.
clever movie. It takes place in high school, and something about high
So
school
cool.
sometimes for some reason it's a guilty pleasure in
Yeah.
essence. I like it draws back.
Especially when
just,
it's like realistic.
yeah.
Or, you know,
start
quirky
seeing
people.
everybody come together like in a different type of light. You don't picture that guy going out with the girl.
Is she really
then-
going out with
And of course,
him?
the song, the Frankie Valli song, man. You're just too good to be true. Like, can't take my eyes off of you. I think it's an awesome song. I was thinking about
Yeah,
that scene that he just
that
gets
is a
on
great
that.
song.
He gets the balls to just get like, I'm gonna get
Right.
this girl. I'm gonna sing
Heath
this song
Ledger,
to her.
he sang his heart
It's so
out.
romantic, and it's
So
like,
sweet.
boom, he gets the girl. It's like,
He deserves her.
he walks out in the sunlight. Yeah, so I mean, I think it's and then of course the actor is a big thing. I mean, that guy's I think a great actor, and I mean, of course he was getting his first start during that time. But it was done. It's based off a Shakespeare play.
US.
Done like present time, rom-com type of way.
I think
So-
it's
but yeah, I think,
timeless too.
yeah, and then there's that there's that guilty pleasure, but it's also like that high school thing. So any like movie that comes out, even like
Oh.
for example like Karate Kid, there's always that also like the comeback story of that kid. That's another movie that he comes back.
Yeah,
like
like
he
the
thinks like
Rocky
he's an
story.
underdog.
Yeah.
He gets picked on. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
Sister Miyagi, man, he kicks their ass. It's like, I'll train you. Let's
yeah.
do this, and he does it, man.
So
It's like,
so.
that's something good, yeah. So that movie's actually one of my favorite 80s movies, man.
Good.
You?
All the time, yeah. How about you, man? Guilty pleasures.
Guilty pleasures, man. I love action revenge movies like Death Wish.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I love those kind of. I
Action
love teen sex comedies like Porky's or American Pie. Like
Yeah.
Teen sex
Can't
movie.
Hardly
That's
Wait.
right.
Like
Would you
you know,
Revenge of the Nerds?
Revenge of the I love Revenge of the Nerds. I think it's such a weird movie.
Animal House, classic.
Teen
Animal
sex
House is not really a
movies.
teen sex comedy. Animal House is.
I would.
Is
Animal
Animal
House
House
is more
like a
like
teen
a-
sex movie?
I feel like it inspired a lot of teen
Well,
sex.
no,
stuff.
well, it's a college. It's
Yeah,
a
so-
college movie,
yeah.
which is a different kind of movie.
Okay, like
You know.
College, like
you know,
Fast Times at
just kind of
well,
similar.
Richmond High
kind of.
would be one of
Fast
these.
Fast Times. Fast
I
Times
was just
Richmond
thinking
High,
that.
I feel
Yeah.
is like a different. I also
I'll
it's
take
not-
the 80s.
It has sex in it.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is a lot about guys getting laid.
I don't think it's a sex comedy.
But it's not really like a teen. It's not like Porky's or like
Gotcha.
American
It's not
Pie,
the same category.
which is closer. Which is just about horny guys who want to have sex or
We're
girls
little
that-
darlings if we want to go way back.
That's a little bit. I don't
It's
know,
really
that's
way
a
back.
weird movie. That's absolutely.
Yeah.
But I love those kind of movies. I love action revenge movies.
Action revenge.
I
So Kill
love
Bill would fall into
Kill
that?
Bill, love
Yeah.
Kill Bill. I mean, I love.
Yeah, I love those movies too.
I love
That's pretty
Tarantino.
But
movies.
everybody
Yeah.
loved Kill Bill. Like, what's a guilty pleasure? Like,
Yeah,
that's
that's what I'm
true,
trying
yeah.
to think. Like
But you did say like teen sex movies.
teen sex
so
comedies. I would say probably there's
kind
a
of a-
movie called Mischief.
Mischief.
That's goes unsung, and it came out. It was kind of a Porky's clone. It was like set during the 50s,
Uh huh.
and it's about this like blonde haired, blue eyed kid who's in love with a blonde haired, blue eyed girl, and he's got
so it's racist.
It's very racist.
The
But it's
elite
like,
race?
but it's about his like it's about his first time, and he wants to have sex, you know, and the girl like sees him and kind of takes pity on him, and so they become friends, and then they go to have sex, and he just bungles the whole thing, and it's just so funny. It's so funny to me because the actor's really funny, the actor's really good. But there is a movie we just saw we just saw it recently called 3 O'Clock High, which is a high school movie. It's a drama.
Is there pot in it?
It's a kind of a comedy drama.
Is there pot in it?
Is there pot in it?
No, there's no drug use in it.
Boring.
There's no sex.
3
in it.
o'clock.
It's not really about sex. It's about a kid.
3 o'clock high.
It's about a kid who's like a nebbish, but he's not like a
You
nerd.
can't have two films. You only have to have
Well,
one.
I'm just trying to think. Well, I mean, this is a good one. This is the one you
Okay.
guys
This
see.
is one? This is
Especially
3
for you to see it.
Okay.
Because the high school thing.
It's called 3 o'clock.
3 O'Clock High.
High.
Casey
Okay.
Jamasco.
I
is
like
in it.
high school.
And so he, well, he mentioned specifically. Anyway, so
You
it's about this kid who's like just a
We'll get to your
normal guy, and this new kid comes to school, Buddy Revell. He comes to school. He's like this big tough man, and the kid crosses paths with him, and Buddy's like, "We're gonna fight at 3 o'clock. We're gonna fight."
Oh, 3 o'clock.
So the kid's kind of irreverent. It's like an irreverent
Is this like an
movie.
80s movie?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
very
Okay.
80s.
So we're going 80s, man.
Very 80s, and listen.
I got it on 80s.
So the movie's just about him ticking down the minutes to 3 o'clock, trying to get away somehow, trying to find ways out, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Like the characters are pretty realistic, even though the movie's kind of surreal. And the fight, because eventually they do fight, and it's a good fight scene, and like you want this kid to win, but he's kind of a dick too, so you're kind of like, well, maybe you should get his ass kicked a little bit. But it's really great. We just saw it, a screening of it.
Gotcha, man.
My friends had never seen it, and I watched it 1,000 times as a kid.
Wow.
So like, I'm like, yeah, I love this movie. Like, it's so good. You saw this? I'm like, dude, it's like a movie of my childhood. But so yeah, guilty pleasures. I mean, I was trying to think like how to answer that question, but it's
You posited it.
I know.
I guess like what was it defining a guilty pleasure? Something that you kind of like, but you don't want to admit.
I would say
right?
people.
Is that what it is?
A movie that you like that everybody else hates.
Yeah, something like maybe.
basically.
Yeah, kind of
Or
like one of
that's
those
kind of
movies
known
that you kind of
for
still
not-
like. It.
Right, but my movies be like Avatar. Like everyone fucking hates that movie. But I'm
I
like,
love that.
I'm like, it was the number one movie of all time.
Oh, yeah.
I
I
love
love
it,
that
but
movie.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
Is that a Cameron movie? James
They have really
Yeah, James
good
Cameron.
effects.
I
Like,
love
it's
it.
the only movie I've actually enjoyed
magic.
with 3D glasses
No,
on.
I love everything about
wow.
it, and so I like Avengers. Like I've seen Avengers
Okay.
Endgame like
Endgame, yeah, I saw that
I'd
one.
say 8 times. I love those
Oh, really?
movies. I love these
Okay.
big.
That could be a guilty pleasure, I think, right?
Right, but it's
like,
except for the fact that everybody's seen it, so it's not like it's
Okay.
like an obscure movie that
I haven't.
well, you should, and but it's not one of those obscure movies that no one's ever seen that only I hoard
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
brain and see it.
Oh, for sure.
They know these do these things on Facebook that are like 10 movies in 10 days. You like post a screenshot.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that for movies that have impacted me as a kid.
Uh-huh.
So like Johnny Mnemonic with Keanu Reeves and Dolph Lundgren, like The Stuff, which has no stars in it.
I love the stuff.
Right. So there's a
That's
picture
like
from that.
mine.
Yeah, there's a
It's one
picture
of
from
mine.
that, and
I'm not guilty about it. I
I'm
love
not
it.
guilty.
or
I
in
fucking love it.
UHF, which is like in the news right now because it's like a 30th anniversary of UHF, which is a Weird Al Yankovic movie.
Okay.
I just put the scene in Turner and Hooch when the dog fucking dies and
Oh,
Tom
yeah.
Hanks is over the
Fucking
corpse like,
bullshit.
"Wah!" Like I put that in there.
Oh, I got you.
So those kind of things, like movies to me, because I've seen so many of them.
Truman Show ending was really influential on me.
Oh, snaps.
Truman Show.
That's the movie I started and
No,
I
I
haven't
like that one.
finished.
The ending,
Truman Show,
yeah.
yeah.
When he
Like
finds out that
Okay,
there's
okay.
nothing there.
No, I think
Wait, no
because
spoilers.
there was that one at TV that came out kind of the same time, and
It's more metaphorical.
I like that movie, like the
Yeah.
reality show.
Yeah, that has to do with like now, or no?
Yeah.
You would think like reality now, it's like actually, you can actually make it, everyone's making their lives reality shows.
Yeah.
If you notice.
Yeah.
And I wonder what it's going to do to reality itself. Like, I think people's beliefs are.
That goes back to social media back in the day.
Yeah.
So it goes full circle
I think-
now.
I
We're
think-
going full circle with this podcast.
I think that's the next stage. of
Yeah.
we
evolution.
got it. We're making it.
We're going to be able.
But we didn't get to mine.
We're almost,
gonna be
we're
able
almost going to get to
almost one thing.
pleasure.
So I think
I'm gonna
with
forget.
the social media, the way that people are,
Yeah.
we're going to be able to soon quantify
Oh,
what
yeah.
kind of effect people's belief has on reality itself.
Really.
And that's going to be a very interesting thing
Quantum
when
physics,
people
huh?
are able to say, because I will this to happen, it happens. And I think that people will, at some point
Like it's
in
going to be in
life,
their brain. They'll be like,
yeah,
oh. Like,
or if
yes.
enough people, Elle doesn't believe we did it, but going to the moon, for example.
I
And that-
haven't seen
50 years
conclusive
ago?
evidence
Stop.
either way.
Stop.
No,
That's
there
all
was-
I'm saying.
Stop. You could
Yeah.
talk to 400,000
It
people.
wasn't
that
filmed
work
in
to
a
the
Hollywood
moon.
basement,
Okay.
all right? It wasn't filmed in a
Yeah.
Hollywood
No,
basement.
you could talk
Who
to any
could
number of
How
hundreds of
should I?
thousands of people that did
You
that
like
job.
I
but-
have not had a specific position on
Well,
that.
go talk to Buzz Aldrin. See if he doesn't punch you in the face. But I think a
That
lot of
says
that
more about
happened
him than it
because
does
we
me.
had a president that inspired people. Not me, I wasn't alive, but inspired the country and brought that will to fore because everybody was like believing that this could actually happen. I think it had a lot to do with it.
With the
Keyword
moon,
believe.
right?
Yeah, it had a lot to do
Okay.
with this figuring that out. You know, it's like people want to fly; they built planes.
It's like everybody's like kind of.
And
like,
the U.S. has never lied about anything.
they're like it's
in
almost
terms
like
of,
there's like a
where
point
they've
of
been
focus
or
where
what
they're
they've
trying
done.
to make something happen. They don't know how they're going to do it. And then
Right, they have
and
a
it becomes
goal.
the focus.
They have a
of
goal, and then
everybody.
everybody moves toward it.
I see what you're saying. Okay, that's
But
interesting.
like your friend said
inherent.
that talk had last time, it's like there's no way that the government and anybody involved, again, 400,000 people involved in this thing, that no one's going to squeal. Like there's just no way. Like there's no way.
We're not getting into a debate about it.
Because
Okay,
even
okay. Yeah,
with
we'll,
this-
just, we'll leave
There's
it at
no
that.
time for that.
Whoa.
See?
Speaking
That
of
was scary as
the eagle has landed. And it's
yeah,
good
that's
for you.
the symbol
Oh
of
my
America.
gosh!
That's
Symbol of America right
Neil
there. Yeah,
Armstrong's
that's
ghost
huge.
is outside.
I made the ball go
Punch you
scream.
right in the stomach.
Well,
Oh,
that's
man.
what you get. It should have been a turkey. Anyway,
All right, so the guilty pleasure of
Oh yeah,
Al.
so Al, go again.
Oh, man.
Oh my
It goes to the
gosh.
moon.
Apollo 11. All right.
Anyway, on the same thing that we were talking about, guilty pleasures.
man.
I was thinking immediately, like when you said high school, it's like Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion.
Oh, I've seen
That's
that
a great. See, okay,
I've seen that
that.
one.
I
is
know
a
it's
guilty
not
pleasure.
like a
Okay,
it's
I
a
can
guilty
see that,
pleasure, but like it's still like well known and people like
90s
it.
too.
No, yeah, and I like that movie too.
Yeah.
It was just hilarious, and everybody in the cast was so on it, and it just did everything right that you're supposed to do with telling that kind of story. I think it really paved the way for like stuff like Wet Hot American Summer, where it was kind of like that similar kind of like
What's it called? The-
community feel.
Romeo
Summer?
and Michelle.
Wet Hot
Oh,
American
yeah.
Summer, you know,
Oh, okay, okay.
where it's like all these people get together and
Yeah,
are
but you used
you
to
know
be crap heads.
doing a lot of stupid shit, like making it work. But
Are
anyway,
they? Are they really?
they did. Anyway,
You tried. No.
there's also on the social media track on the like, you know, what is
Yeah.
going on now versus like what was starting to happen then. Demolition Man was like one
Oh, I love
of the
Demolition Man.
best
That's
movies
it.
I've
Arnold
ever
Schwarzenegger?
seen, and I will fight
No,
anyone who
Sylvester
says
Stallone.
otherwise.
Sylvester
And I
Stallone.
don't even
Okay, okay,
like
okay.
Sly Stallone as a
Stallone,
human
wow, okay.
being
One of those 80s
or actor or
bulky
anything.
muscle.
90s movie.
Action
But that
action hero.
movie it was
Demolition
preeminent. It was like we had it on DVD. How old am I?
VHS?
We had it on VHS, and we would watch it together as a family, and we would like be like
Well, because
this
it's
is crazy
hilarious.
good. Like
it's hilarious, and it's not
Yeah.
just an action movie.
It's a parable.
It's a parable. It's a social commentary type movie
I loved it.
Demolition.
about a future where it's so PC that like nothing works.
We're headed to that future. We
Right.
are
I think
almost
I
there.
want to say I've seen it. I know
Like
the name,
Sylvester
but I need
Stallone
to-
gets in trouble for killing all these people. Oh, he didn't really do it, but like some of the guy Simon
He gets
Phoenix,
framed,
Wesley Snipes
yeah.
with the blonde hair.
It's kind of like a Minority Report.
And it's
a little bit.
Phoenix
That
No.
is
sense?
his
No,
name.
really, okay.
No, it came out around the same time.
Wesley
but it has a
Snipes is in
similar look to it.
What year? Wait, it was like...
I think
1980,
No,
1993.
Yeah, it was-
I
yeah,
remember.
for sure. It's the early
1993.
90s, early 90s.
So it was like
Still
a
going
commentary on
through the
what was
80s
going
action
on.
heroes.
Yeah, from the 80s into the 90s and what people were
Yeah,
doing.
it's like a revisionist action.
And
movie,
it's
so
in
not
LA.
necessarily-
It's set in
San Angeles.
San
Yeah,
Angeles.
which
San
is-
Angeles.
Yeah.
after an earthquake.
Wow.
Kind of like
Yeah,
takes
so
out a
Santa
lot of
Monica and
people.
Los Angeles kind of merge into
Yeah.
this one big
Damn,
thing.
man.
And
like-
it's one of Sandra Bullock's
San
first
Angeles.
films.
Yeah.
And
Sandra
she didn't
Bullock's
really
the
break
first
through
film.
in it, but like you noticed her.
But she's
a little
adorable
more.
in that movie.
She
She's
was really good.
adorable. And you'd be like, oh my god.
So many
love
great
her.
actors in
Yeah.
that movie. He actually showed he had comic skills.
Like Dennis Leary's in it for no
What was
reason.
interesting is I was like looking at a little bit of like reviews on it and stuff and like retrospectives, and the director, damn it, if I fucking forgot his name.
Of the
What is his
Demolition Man?
name? I'll get his name in a sec. Demolition Man.
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama.
Yeah, it's a little known film by
Yeah,
Barack
his
Obama.
Past lives.
You
You didn't
know,
know
before
Barack
he
Obama.
became so famous
That
as
man was
president.
just
Marco Brambilla. Marco Brambilla.
Director.
And they had like an original version that was like a satire and everything, and then it went through multiple studios and ended up at Warner, and they were like not really sure about it because it's like, who's gonna want to watch like a commentary film like on social norms and shit, and then eventually like they changed it around and made it more like an action film, like an actual action film, instead of what it was supposed to be, which was making fun of action films and being like
I think it still
excessive
kind
and
of
shit.
did that. I think it still did that.
And then it went back to its original version eventually with the new writers. And Sly was attached, and Sly, he wasn't like the first choice because they were like, can he do comedy? That's the thing. So they were like, okay, well, you'll give him a shot. After he did what movie did he do before this? He did a movie before this that was somewhat funny.
Well, he did Tango and Cash. He did
before this.
Yeah, it was before that. Tango and Cash was in the 80s.
Hold on, I'll get the actual film.
Did Oscar in '88. He did, which was
that's interesting though. Like Stallone used to be, or Stallone and Schwarzenegger, they used to be actually considered actually the action heroes for action movie. You were talking about action.
Yeah,
movies.
It's like he's playing kind of.
They're like all bulky, muscular.
Sylvester Stallone won an Oscar for Rocky, which was not an action movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right before that he had done.
For best actor and best.
Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, which didn't do too well. Didn't do too well. And Cliffhanger was the one right before this.
Oh, I saw that.
So, Cliffhanger was a straight.
So right after Cliffhanger, they're like, I don't know if he can do like comedy or whatever. But then they let him do it, and then they shot it. And what's interesting is I found out that the LA Convention Center was used in the shoots, like within like the fight scenes and shit. And it was the first time it was opened. Like it was opened to shoot in. And then they shot other movies in the same location, but this was the first time. And then they had like a whole like a whole highway like closed off from everybody that they like shot on as well. They've tried to do certain things to lessen the money needed for the production, but it ended up being really interesting and fun, and it's like a cult classic now. So people like watch it, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, this is actually pretty good."
What it was, and they watch it like, "Oh, I didn't know what this movie is."
I knew that was what it was when I saw it. Like that's what I liked about it was
Netflix,
that.
No, it's not. It's not any of those services.
None of those.
But it's
too good for Netflix.
It's probably like a $2 rental.
Yeah,
it's worth it. It's definitely worth it.
Wesley Snipes is really funny, and Dennis Leary's in it as well. He's doing his whole.
He plays a bad guy, right?
Edgar
Snipes, kind of.
Edgar Friendly.
I think I remember seeing parts of it. I remember
is
on TV or something.
Dennis's character.
Yeah, he plays like
Phoenix
an underground resistance.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. Sounds like something I've seen.
And then there's like a little cameo of Jesse Ventura.
Yeah,
as one of the bad guys. And then Jack Black just shows up. Which is hilarious. And the mole people.
And that Demolition Man?
Yeah.
93?
Yeah, he has a couple of seconds.
You know what's pretty close to? It's pretty close to The Fifth Element, if you think of it.
Yeah. Which is also a guilty pleasure of mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not guilty about it.
Everybody loves that movie, too.
I'm not fucking guilty of it. So we can't put it off any longer. On that note, we have to get to the music portion of the show.
Oh, we're getting there.
Oh my gosh, we've been doing this forever. We need to wrap it up. Also, do you have any gigs coming up?
So right now, there's not any set dates for gigs. So I'm still working on that. Doing mostly songwriting, mostly.
Listen in.
Trying to get some recordings done again. And but yeah, it's in the works, though. It's in the works. Cool. Since I've been here, I've been focusing more on just trying to get that financial part of things here in LA.
I'm sure.
Just keep it going like a marathon, you know?
What's some background on this song? Where'd it come up?
Yeah, the song. So this song is called City Lights.
Is it about LA?
And it's crazy because it definitely has some LA influence as far as like the spirit of it. It's one of those songs that I just I get when I see a city going downtown. I just love downtown. When I was living in Portland, even when I growing up in Texas, things like that, going downtown to my city, Corpus, or going downtown to San Antonio, closer cities. There's something about it that there's like this energy that I like about it. Like and you see the people living their lives. You see a lot of things happening. And I feel for example, like crime could be happening. There could be like homelessness that you guys were talking about. But it's also like there's an inspiration about it that there's people trying to make things happen. Whether it be their business or their lives, things like that. So it's mostly about that. Fall into like certain things, So yeah, it's a big influence. I want to say it's partially. I started writing it when I was in Portland, so it's partially like downtown Portland, a bit of that, and a little bit of for sure LA, and just looking for that next thing, right? The next big thing they're gonna do. Whatever it may be. So this is for the dreamers.
Yeah.
for
the dreamers.
Los soñadores. The dreamers in your head. Yeah. City light, come show me what it's like to fully free your blocks in your town. There's nothing like your sound to keep me coming back around. City light, come face me one more time. I love to kill your crime and let your brightest shine. Reality can become an epiphany with every turn you make, the chances that you take. Light, power me up inside. The charge is quite alright. I wanna taste its light. To be honest, have you made it through the test? The dreamer in your head will answer all of your requests. City lights can be my guide inside and show me what I seek this time. Reality can become an epiphany with every chance you take.
Musical guest on the show.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Daniel, what was your last name again?
Rosales.
Yeah,
Daniel Rosales.
that song's actually on iTunes. If you guys are interested, it's on Spotify.
Go check it out. It's
Daniel
also
Rosales,
on YouTube.
City Lights.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube as well. Yeah.
Go help a struggling artist.
Struggling artists here in LA.
Artists, always.
Yeah.
All right, well, that wraps everything up. Do we have anything for you for in the interim?
I have to go see the fucking Lion King today.
Ew.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to go see that movie. Well,
Sounds like a chore.
My roommate, she chooses the movie today.
That sucks.
I was hoping she wanted to go see Stuber because that looked funny to me. But she
What the hell is Stuber even about?
It's about the guy,
it's like a mix of
Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy and the dude from
Hooch.
Nerdist. He looks like Turner and Hooch, right? And the guy, he's a cop, supposedly a cop, and he gets the guy, Stu, to drive him around to help him solve crime, I guess. I don't know, man.
Is it like a mix of
It's just like an old school kind of...
Stuber.
like a throwback.
What is it?
Well, no, the movie I'm looking for...
No, that guy's a good actor, the Indian dude. What's
Kumail
his-
Nanjiani.
Kumail Nanjiani
I've
is
seen him come out in
awesome.
one of the latest Twilight Zones with Jordan
Yeah, I
Peele.
don't watch that.
I don't know if you've seen that one, but he comes out as a comedian in the very first episode.
He came out as a
He
comedian.
came out. It's called The Comedian.
Hey
That's
guys,
Literally.
I didn't mean to ruin your dinner, but I'm a comedian and I
Dad.
have a gig coming up in the Chuckle Hut. And I really need you to be there to help me.
Yeah,
support me,
he's,
man.
he's definitely, if you're a comedian, you definitely want to check it out because it's pretty good. I mean, it's
It
like
looks funny.
artistic movie. I mean, that movie Stuber is pretty funny, but I'm talking about that Twilight Zone movie, or the show, that first episode called The
Yeah,
Comedian.
the very first one.
Something should just stay in
Either way.
the past, in my opinion.
But Stuber.
Yeah, I want to see that, and I want to see Hobbs and Shaw. That's the movie I'm looking forward to the next.
It sounds
movie.
like it's like just like a basic ass movie.
Yeah, that's what's so weird. That's what's so
That's so
wonderful
funny about it.
That's
Like,
what's so wonderful. I think it's going to be
it's
the
like
movie of the
Fast and
summer.
Furious present. Like now, there's movies presenting movies. It's funny.
Yeah, it's because they don't want The Rock in those movies anymore. But The Rock is like one
It's
of the
really
main
weird.
draws of those movies. So what are you going to do? And The Rock is like a producer on those movies too. So it's like, what are you going to do? If Vin Diesel doesn't want him in the movie, he's not going to be in the movie. But you want him still. So it's like, what do? Well, you make a movie for him, and you slap Fast and Furious on it, and it just looks so crazy. Like it looks crazy, and I was like, I can't.
That's what people liked about the Fast and the Furious.
Because they're
franchise.
crazy. There's a helicopter
did
jumping a
stupid
tank.
shit.
Come on. Or a tank jumping a helicopter. I mean, that's where you go see those movies. People look at that like, oh my god, it looks so stupid. I'm like, yeah, it does.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Sometimes
it's
you
like
want
a
a
totally
stupid
different type of
movie.
movie. There's like certain
Yeah.
types of
Yeah.
movies. There's time for everything.
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
You want to think? I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't recommend going to the movies if you're gonna like go too deep into like a psychological thriller or like a psychological movie. I think in essence, I think it's like
Well,
way
I
too
think
much
Midsommar.
thinking.
So
Yeah, Midsummer.
works.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean,
and-
it could work, but it's also there's also like horror in there, so it's like
Yeah.
keeps you on your toes
But it
versus
sounds
like
yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't see it as horror though. I saw
like
it more
LA
as
Confidential movie or something.
like psychological something. But people were like, "Oh, the cult is evil." I'm like, "Really? Are they evil?" though?"
Oh, you're talking about the cult? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel like
Spoiler
I don't
alerts.
feel like they're evil.
No, but yeah. I think it's a
Okay,
different
let's
mentality, right?
That's
That we're
Yeah,
going
I think
from
they
that.
they just have a different.
no more talking.
Well, I'm not giving anything away because it's not a story.
No, we're
point, but-
wrapping it up.
Oh,
Yeah,
Before
definitely.
two.
Oh, you're wrapping
Okay.
up. Yeah. Okay.
So, thank you guys for joining us, and you guys can continue your conversation off air. But thank you guys for listening, and hopefully it's more than 9 people this time. One of which was me, I'm sure, so, and you. I really want people to listen to this, because it's not just about me, obviously. Like, I could do this by myself, but how boring would that be? This is about our community and supporting local comedy people and people who have different opinions and want to share them. So please share this podcast, listen to it, share it, and talk about it. Because it's not about me,
Yeah, play
it's
some
about
nice
us.
Community music.
Let's go. Super.
Community theme music.
Are we doing it?
Are we doing the?
Yeah.
We're doing the.
Super awkward.
I don't know what you're doing.
No, I don't know. I thought we were gonna do the Old Town Road.
Oh,
Mix.
no, okay, fine.
All right, this is your.
Because it's not monetized.
Oh, you're gonna do your Lil Nas X
Do a
tribute?
little remix. What's up?
He bought.
I know he bought the
beat.
track, yeah.
We're talking
He
about
bought
the Nine
the
Inch
track,
Nails guy,
yeah.
the Trent.
He
Young
bought,
Keo.
Yeah, he bought it off of a service.
Oh, is it?
And then they took one of the melodies from a track by 9 Inch Nails. So now 9 Inch Nails gets paid every time you play
So
the
they do
song.
get paid.
So
And
you're
then-
welcome, 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah, and
That's
then
all I'm
Billy Ray
saying.
Cyrus gave us some legitimacy and
Yeah.
put his voice on there. And
So it's actually like a rock, trap, country.
it's such
slapper.
a weird. It's such a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's such a weird
But it's not been not done before. But I really do applaud Lil Nas X and his efforts and his meme lordness. He's very funny.
He's out there.
Can't wait for the Panini video, which is probably dropped by the time this comes out. But I'm sure it's really good. He flies in it, I think. So that'll be good. Anyway, shout out to Lil Nas X. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Thank you for your service.
Thank
everyone.
you.
All right. Thank you. Bye.